like we said something.
Oh my! Can you believe
I mean,
the things
every time
you
we
can't
just
hear that here? I
you
mean,
know, and
you
you
can't.
know what they always say.
They do.
You learn something new every day. Absolutely, folks.
You
All right,
do.
you're here at Ssnotwasscall. I am somebody with a name,
And
probably.
I'm the other guy.
Hey, all right, and today we have a special guest,
We do.
Sean Morse. Sean, here
Hey,
he
Sean, how are
is.
you?
Hi, Sean.
Hey, he's there. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Actually, Sean. Oh God, he hit his head. Oh God.
Everyone was talking in normal voices before, but then they weren't.
No, I'm
Don't know
afraid
what you're talking about.
these are our normal voices.
And everyone else is.
We
yeah.
put on those other voices to make people feel better, and then we a bam.
That's
now-
absolutely right.
And now with weather on the fours, it's no. I don't know where.
On
To
the
be
fours.
fair, yeah, you betcha. The 4.5s. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know where that came from either because we've never done
never done that.
before. Yeah, this is all new. This is all new and exciting
Great.
for us.
It's fun. It's fun. We love to see
Yeah,
it.
it's
Sean
fun.
Morse,
We do.
I first encountered you probably months and months ago, but like knowingly encountered you and was like, I want to see more of that guy. Was when you popped back on the VOM, I think it was like 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah, feels maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I've done
yeah,
two,
and
I've two in relatively short order here, but that's not usually my MO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I was around for those as well, and you know, not to gush, but we thought you were pretty good. Like you did all right.
It's okay.
That's
good
not
job.
gushing. I know gushing.
I mean,
That's
Are you
not-
sure?
Yeah.
you can't see the bottom half of his body. He's
I'm
definitely
running.
gushing.
I'm running in place. No. What you played was wonderful, and your demeanor was lovely as well. And we do have some mutual friends in the Oyemi kids who
Yeah.
who spoke very fondly of you, and they don't seem to like a lot of people. So that's good.
And rightfully so.
Rightfully so. They don't care for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They
don't-
tolerate us at
Yeah,
best.
Sean, I don't know if you know my story with them, but when the shutdown happened and Rob started up the VOM, I was on early. What is this? A crossover episode? No. When I was on the VOMs and I was really into them, and then I started to become a problem. I was just, you know how people were going through. Well, I was apparently self-medicating with lots of booze and spending far too much time being disruptive. And I think Rob, mainly because of his affection for my lovely wife, they've known each other since college. Basically, I think he admitted it to me after the fact. He decided, it's like, do I ban him or do I give him something to do? And he gave me something to do, and I snapped too. So I ended up co-hosting, and I've been doing even more of it since Rowan took over. But that's so I would have seen you. I'm pretty sure I've seen you at least a couple of times on here, because I still had your Bandcamp page up, because I asked about your middle name because I thought it was something you put on, but that's your actual middle name.
Yeah. Yep. The Morse family is there's a Morse society, which my grandfather used to be the head, and they can trace the Morses all the way back to the Doomsday Book. But they came to America in the late 1500s up in like New England and Connecticut area, like New Haven. And they were there for a long time. It used to be Moore, Moore, and then it turned into Morse at some point. Our little offshoot of it anyway. So there's there's a Morse society, although I think it's sort of defunct now. My grandfather was like a president for a long time, and when he passed on, I do not know whether or not someone else picked up the mantle. But we have a coat of arms and like all this fun stuff.
Was it like a Freemason sort of thing?
I don't think so, although I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, but the hunting was a family middle name from like the Revolutionary War times.
Wow. I was going to make the joke that I'm sure you've never heard in your entire life. Was it Sean Code?
No, not just like that. That's the first
Oh,
time I've ever
okay,
heard
good.
someone just say that.
Yeah,
I know,
That's
that's
like
why.
that's like Cockney rhyming slang for my
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly where I was going. I'm like, I'm not going to make the Morse code joke. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But, and the fact
And you
that I
didn't
did.
So it'd
because
be
it
like
wasn't a
Sean's.
joke.
It's like Sean's such a chode. Yeah, like Morse code. Yeah, or something.
Sean Chode. I mean, Sean Chode is
Yeah.
solid.
Look, man,
If you ever decide to become a wrestler, Sean Chode, good name.
I have genitalia built into my name because my name
Is it named or character?
Good night, everybody. See you later. We'll see you later.
We just need a graphic of a sandbag going through it. with a look on your face on it going.
I think it's me. That's the
You?
genitalia, right? M-E in named. The M-E is built in.
Oh. No, you mean Named? Yeah, Named.
Yeah, Named. Yeah, Nahmed actually.
Well,
is.
to be fair, I think we all have those issues because my first name is Chris, my last name is Eric, meaning my last name begins with an E, which means I may have been called Chrissy a few times.
Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, Family Jewels takes the cake, so like I win.
Does it? Does it?
Yeah.
Do you?
Dude.
Are we?
Yeah,
Do
guy.
they?
Yeah, guy.
Guy. We need a yeah guy segment. Okay, we do have a few segments here.
All right.
And if you don't mind, that we have them set up for our guests. Now, Jules, do you know the one of which I'm thinking?
I think it's the only one that is really worth.
Is it the
talking
deal
about.
related?
It's Watto's got a hat.
Oh, that
Watto
wasn't the one.
in episode 2 of the episode 2 Attack of the Clones of Star Wars, Watto the slaver had a hat. He didn't have it in the
Okay.
first movie. No.
All right.
This is a segment that Chris came up with.
Not as good as Watto's got
not
a
as good
hat.
as Watto's got a hat,
No,
but you know,
just keep those expectations low after the peaks of Watto's got a hat.
yeah.
My expectations
what-
are low.
Keep them low. Keep them low. No, we're curious
ahead.
about your background because we've only know you a little bit from here. You're spoken well of. So our segment for that is, and Jules, if you want to do the crawl for it,
Wait.
or you're not thinking of what I'm thinking of. And this.
You can't say anything.
No, that's
anymore?
not the one either, and it's not rest in piss. It's and we say
Vape Life.
nope. It is also not vape life.
Oh, too soon.
No,
we can get
no,
that. We can
We'll
get
get
to
that
that
later.
later.
We'll get that later.
no,
no,
well-
we want to find out about you and your background and everything. And this is a segment that is called, and
Okay,
he's not going to bring it up.
I
but
wasn't. I wasn't
yeah.
going to because it's so crass and rude and crude.
I mean,
But
it's not really.
okay. Well, fine.
It's
what's your fucking deal,
your
man?
fucking deal, Sean Morse?
What's your deal?
Tell us
Tell us
about
about
yourself.
We'll make you
So
big.
so it's just a prompt.
Yeah,
I
really.
can do it.
No,
Yeah, I-
not me.
Not you.
You already know my fucking deal.
Well, hello to anyone who's out there.
It's
I
just
am-
Oh, no one's there.
the random Russian bot misspelling slurs in the comment section. It's
So my deal is that I am 45. Feels like a big part of my life right now.
Isn't it funny? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just about being done with my nurse practitioner program. I've been a nurse for about 13 years.
fine. All right.
I've been working for a long time in cardiac surgery in the outpatient environment with the surgeons and getting people ready for having surgery.
I'm sorry,
yes,
is it okay
Chris.
to ask questions in the
Yes,
back?
Chrissy, go
I
ahead.
don't want to interrupt. Does that mean that you were a nurse during like 2020 and something that happened then? And
Yeah.
2020
Yeah, my experience with that was nothing like the sort of the horror stories. Our clinic did not shut down one. We just had to wear protective, face masks and such like that. And we were screening people for having COVID. We didn't want them to come into the clinic with coronavirus. But as an outpatient clinic, this was people
Okay.
were in a specialty clinic. We were not there to treat COVID. So if they had anything like COVID, then they really weren't allowed in. And when they snuck in, then it was always felt like a 5-alarm fire. But yeah, it's had huge impacts on the for us, hospital staffing is a huge deal. Like we want to do surgeries and help people with their hearts, but OR nurses, ICU nurses, a lot of people left healthcare altogether, and a lot of people went traveling for a while because the markets just made the traveling so lucrative that people were, so we couldn't do as many surgeries as our surgeons were ready to do.
Wow.
And so big long wait times and everything building up. And so
So you do an actual thing. That's an actual thing. Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing. Yeah. I save people with paperwork. Sometimes I send them to the ED.
Happens to everybody, ED.
And I'm really enjoying my clinicals right now. I'm interested in cardiology. So I'm hoping to become a nurse practitioner working in cardiology, and sort of got another like month and a half, 2 months of school for a 2-year program, and then hopefully I'll be done with school for a little while, and I'll just go and work. And then the idea, the crazy idea, is that if I can just finally get to if there is an end to the rainbow of schooling and sort of like quote unquote a terminal degree, then being a nurse practitioner is probably my terminal degree, and then I can do some music because I won't be having to like chase other things for a while.
I had a friend who was on the neuro path. He was actually becoming a
norovirus.
No. I mean a brain surgeon.
Oh, yeah.
Neuro.
Yeah. And
you mean the like the general from ancient Rome?
Yeah, the neuropath.
Nero. Yes,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
neuropath. You fiddled or something. I don't know. It's all complicated. No, I just remember he was one of those guys who worked crazy hours, seemed to never sleep, and then every few months he'd put out an EP or an album. He's like, yeah, I had it half an hour and my computer set up, so I decided to see if I could get an EP, and they were good. The fucker. I mean,
yeah. I'm really, really bad about getting into the studios. I don't write slowly, but I write infrequently, and
me too.
so and I also don't really have a real mind. I really like, as far as what's my fucking deal with music is I don't have a real mind for like larger concepts, like concept albums, and there's
that's why Jules is here.
That I don't feel really have like a real facility for, that always feel like the thing that that's the only thing I want to do, is the thing that I can't seem to wrap my head around. And so that's one of the things that sort of stops me up from being more productive on a recording thing. But I did go into the studio like a year and a half ago, and I laid down some really, really nice basic tracks for what will be an album that I will do once I'm done with this stuff, like an EP, like 7 or 8 songs I've got ready to go.
And follow-up question?
Yeah, you in the back?
Yes, Chris.
Can we hear those now?
I'm 100% calling you Chrissy. In case it's not coming through, I'll say it louder. Yes, Chrissy, you can hear them now.
I totally deserve that. I was just like, here you go, kick this.
That's your name now.
Yeah. Did you ever, just as a side thing, did you ever have much interest in the home recording thing? Because I can't get my head around it at all.
Well, I have, I'm living in the past with my hardware right now. I have a 11-year-old MacBook, and it's running off of a MacBook Pro.
Gear check. Sorry.
Yeah, gear check. MacBook Pro amp, and this is what I'm using now for this thing. But it's no longer like, if I buy a new computer, I'll have to get all new stuff. So that's where I am with my gear. It's all aged out, but it's still good stuff. As far as home recording, I've only ever done. I've wanted to, and I've spent some time and a little bit of money trying to get things organized, but I've never really developed a good facility with it.
You and me both. You are among friend. I can't speak for Jules.
Yeah,
but yes, Jules.
The one productive thing I did during me in the back. The one productive thing I did during the lockdown, besides buying a PlayStation and beating Spider-Man and God of War, because priorities.
Spider-Man is in God of War?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, is that I kind of invested in like this lighting stuff, and I bought a couple of inexpensive but really nice mics. MXL is a great company to get like a nice condenser mic through.
Oh yeah, I got warm audio. I got turned on to this. I'm very fond of it.
Like the MXL 770 is Rob approved. He uses that mic sometimes, and that's like the mic he goes through, and he'll use it for vocals and guitar, and that'll just be the only thing picking him up, and it's pretty good. And so I'm not gonna buy a subscription to Pro Tools or whatever the fuck, because like the fact that you can't just outright buy the software, you have to like keep paying to buy it back
The license.
into it.
You
Yeah,
have
the
to,
licensing fee. It's like a TV in England, except without Doctor Who. I used GarageBand. I recorded just to test. I recorded a bunch of covers. And I
That's a
released
good
them.
sounding record.
Thank you.
It's on your Bandcamp. I enjoyed
released
that
it,
very much.
I released a mixtape sort of deal where I released 9 of the like 20 or 30 songs that I had started recording, and it's just, having all that time was really good to learn the ins and outs of it. Like I'm not great at it, but like I recorded a couple albums in a studio with an engineer who walked me through what he was doing, and so when I got back to my place, and I would just apply that stuff, and so. Yeah, it's not difficult, but it is tedious. Like
Here is my fancy version of that. You might not be able to see it, but this is the voice memo app on the iPhone. And what I do with this is I balance it precariously upon my actual gear. This computer, there's like a thing down here. There's I've
he's
got a
using an
mixing board.
interface for this.
Yeah, I'm using an interface for this, but what I do is I demo things that way because I just can't. Everything else, I tried, and I'm like, it turns out the thing I can do is write songs, and anything past that is very much beyond my capabilities. So if I ever decide to make a thing, I'll have to go to someone to make a thing, because I made a couple of like little solo-y records that are on my my old band's Bandcamp page, and those are just things I did like in a day or two with a friend.
So we're 3 Bandcamp boys.
Yes.
I love it. I love
It's a wonderful
Bandcamp
site.
because they give you money for your work. When people give you money for your work, they're like, "We'll take $1, I guess."
Quickly. Yeah. It's like
It's not like
it's almost
Spotify where it's like if you get 1 million streams, you'll get 2 cents.
or iTunes, where they have a threshold where you have to have
Yeah,
X
like-
amount of things sold.
Yeah. My first album's on iTunes, and most of the people who have bought that album bought it through iTunes, and I have not seen a single red dime, and never will I.
Probably not. Probably not. I got some money from Spotify once because I did the thing where I left the album on repeat for like 4 days or something. Just turn the sound off, and I think I saw like $20 or something.
Oh, that's not
yeah.
bad.
No, it was money.
Oh,
it was like
that's
yeah,
a great way to game the system. You heard it
should.
here, folks.
yeah. That's why we're here.
Chris, the segment I thought you were gonna pimp Sean into was it actually involves songwriting, which we were just
I know
kind of
the
talking
one.
about,
I
and we're
know
gonna
the
get to it,
one
and I
you're
think we
gonna
should
say.
all maybe
Wait,
go
are we doing
around
it now?
Yes,
We're doing it
so-
later.
yeah, because I want.
We're gonna do it now.
Let's get Sean to play a song, maybe.
But I wanted to know more about Sean.
We're gonna be here forever.
Well, I could learn about
How
Sean.
about I play a song that's autobiographical to a certain extent?
Okay.
Wow.
We can get to this
Okay.
segment later then. Yeah.
All
Go
right.
for
Okay,
it.
we'll do the segment later.
Okay.
We're gonna
we're
love
gonna
to
make
hear
your
you
face
play a
big
song.
again.
All right.
I'm not,
Not
Sean.
you.
Huh?
Nothing.
I'm not Sean. He put me up instead of you, and I
doesn't
said
matter.
I'm not Sean.
That you know about.
Quit it, man.
All right. Here we go. I think I might have played this one at the thing before. Can you hear it all right? Sitting down sharing time, some of yours, some of mine. Never not come to some sort of an agreement. You are saved, and I am not, and you hate that a lot. Let the light in, suffuse my limbs, then I see what you meant. So I say, what's to drink? Fear, derision, drifting on a stormy sea of uncertainty, and here he comes, skipping over the water like the stone thrown by the hopes of humanity. Filius ex machina, come here to make you free. But what about me? Can't he just carry me up off of the ground, out upon the sea? Wish I could see what I can't believe. See, I've been told, truth exposed, but the faith didn't grow. It's a big bang, then thereafter slow expansion. So I'm told how it feels when imagined becomes real. Feels like a wound that cannot heal, like a defect after a fashion. And here he comes, fighting for me, warrior on 1 and 3, square as can be, and the waves ripple outward as the stone sinks into the deep. Filius ex machina, come here to make you free. But what about me? Can't you just carry me up off of the ground, out upon the sea? Yes, I can see what I can't believe. But there is no middle ground, only sea and sand. There is no way around, neither or nor and. There's no lost or found, just a lost. And then, except you are bound to get lost again. There's no middle ground, only sea and sand. There is no way around, only or no end. There is no lost or found, to get lost and then, except you are bound to get lost again. But I'm exhausted by the hate, by the cruel caprice of fate. The long way around's the only way around a solid planet. What is God, if not a cheat with hydrophobic feet? It's a race I didn't want to run, but not lying when I said I ran it. So what do you think? Make a decision. Stop drifting on the stormy seas of uncertainty, and here he comes, skipping over the water like a stone thrown by the hopes of humanity. Filius ex machina, come here to make you see. But what about me? Can he just carry me up off of the ground and out above the sea? Wish I could see what I can't believe. What I can't believe. can.
Do we clap? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you definitely get clappings. Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
that was wonderful.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How
Is there-
how
Throw in some
Real
Latin.
quick question. Is there a link to share for people to come and watch this? Is it
Yeah,
just the link of the page, or is it something else?
No, I can give it to you.
Yeah, give it to me.
It's on my. Yeah, I'll give it to you. It's on my. It's on my YouTube.
Jules, I want it.
Hey, now it's not the. Oh wait, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it totally is that kind of show. Yeah.
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 Hold on, I think I have something for this.
I'm ready.
While he's going and looking for that, that was wonderful. How old of a song is that for you?
Good question. I'd say that's probably about maybe 6 or 7 years old.
Interesting.
Yeah, definitely a Seattle song.
When did you end up in Seattle?
11 or 12 years ago.
Okay, and before that, you were.
We were in Denver. That's where I met. That's where I met the happy Ilyamis.
Back when they were happy.
Yeah,
they're happy.
All right.
I don't-
Cool, yeah.
I threw the link in the private chat.
I got it.
Ah,
I put it
alright.
over on my Facebook here.
Cool, man.
Book face it up.
Yeah. All right, we'll see.
That was lovely. And that's, as far as I'm concerned, it's worth it. It's already. We can go.
It was-
Bye, everybody.
yeah. Good night, everybody. No, that was, and I was kind of tickled because you were doing like, the music nerdery comes out too while you're listening to a song, and you're doing like passing notes and everything. I was like, I do that sometimes too.
Hey, I'm like, they're just like us.
Yeah. What, nurses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nurses. Yeah. So I guess if I'm the guest and that was autobiographical, that's just about my struggle with faith. I grew up in the South, like going to a Southern Baptist church.
Whereabouts in the South?
Yeah.
Up in Northeast Florida.
Ooh.
I guess that is the South.
Oh,
I never think of it
call
as the South.
We call it South Georgia.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It was really, really, really a very like once you leave it, you realize how bracing it actually was to sort of be there.
Yeah.
What a nice word
like,
for it.
always exposed to lots of different kinds of religions and stuff. It's never like, even when I was just like begging to just like believe in something, like for spiritual stuff, it's always just been there's just always been a stoppage.
Oh.
And I feel like it has something to do with just like talking about your kid being like super, like sort of imagining himself to be sort of intellectual, right? And then that sort of puts a bit of a roadblock in that wonder and the like the acceptance of the mystical and the magical. Yeah, like real honest belief in it. And so like reading tons and tons of different stuff, and you sort of it just never really sat well with me.
Yeah, the
like
desire.
Just the juxtaposition of the scientific world
Right.
and
Things
the,
that we
and the
can
spiritual
see.
world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, versus things that you're supposed to have faith in. I mean, there's a difference, obviously, between blind faith and faith, because otherwise there wouldn't be that distinguishing word, blind, there. But no, like I have faith that when I jump up, I will come back down to earth. I have faith in that, but that is because of a statistical probability based on factual evidence. But then when you get to yes, you in the back.
Sorry,
Chrissy?
speaking of faith, yeah, that's me.
I changed your name, by the way. You're welcome.
Yeah, you did. Just as sure as the sun will come up, something will come up with my kids as I'm in the middle of a fascinating conversation. So I need to step away for a moment to
That's
make
okay.
sure
I've been wanting to meet Named Corrector for a little bit.
Yeah, you should. You guys should talk. I will.
Should I
will
boot
be
you
back.
from the stream, or do we just leave your empty chair there?
Why don't you well, I'm going to stop my cam. Why don't you boot me from the stream?
I'll boot
and I'll
you
come back as soon as I
come
can.
back. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
See you.
Well,
see you
that's
soon.
Chrissy,
Apologies.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye.
Chrissy.
We'll never forgive you. Now it's just us. Let's shit talk him. Look at his face. It's so dumb.
I can't even see his face, man. But I
Oh.
already forgot it.
Um. So I assume now you are in the non-theist area,
I
or
think that
do you still have, that little that I mean, obviously you'll always, because you were brought up that way, you'll always have that tether back there. Like I talk to people who were raised faithful and don't believe anymore, but they still have that kind of, at least cultural tether to it. So,
the cultural tether is like it's a context. It comes up in a lot of my songs actually, like that tension.
hmm
Um, um, but I say, on my best days I'm agnostic.
yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I think that's where I fall. I was like in my late teens, I was kind of like a militant atheist. I wasn't brought up in the church. Like we would go to church because my parents are both from Texas, so like, they moved up here to DC, but like we still have family that moved up
mhm.
here sort of at a similar time, so we would have, like Easter we would go to church, and like and certain days we would go just to appease, just to tithe the family and to be, or like when we would go down to Texas, if we were there on a Sunday for like a family reunion, it would be a whole big thing where everybody went to church and stuff. And but I my parents were never like, and you must believe in such and such. They kind of just let me find my own way, and as teens do, you rebel against stuff, and the hegemonic vibe of this country, regardless of what you may see on TV and stuff, is that we are still a Christian nation. That's still like where this country is. And so I raged against that, but then I came to I smoked pot for the first time, and then I was like, hey, whoa, man, we don't know, man. And so that was kind of where I fell, where it's just like, look, I don't think that there's a man in the sky, that's overseeing, like, everything that's going on. And I don't think that everything happens for a reason. I think it's just chaos and we are making do with what we can. But I don't know. Like if we hit that hard, that smash cut to the end and the credits roll, and then there's a dude at a gate saying, "So, what have you done?" And I'm like, "Oh, dang. Well, I guess I'm going downstairs, but hey, now I know." That's pretty much where I am. I'm so, like
It's what you know, but it's what you were doing while you didn't think that anyone was watching. Like that's what they
yeah.
really want, you know.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. Like
Yeah.
I guess that's the good stuff in every religion except Protestant
Oh yeah,
Christianity.
man, those guys are so weird. It's so like the different sects of Christianity, and the way that like there's the animosity between these people that read the same book and believe 95% of the same stuff, but that 5%, how like there was this Catholics were a persecuted, like, people in this country and around the world for like a while. It's
Hmm.
very strange that like you guys read the same book, you believe that Jesus is the son of God and all this stuff, but the fact that they have the Pope means that they're just, that's it. No.
Yeah,
No.
it's like it's harsh language too. It's like you are idolatrous. Like
Yeah.
it's like it really is. It's old school burns.
Yeah.
Um,
It's it's, but I don't know. I mean, people need something like that to cling to and to latch onto, and I'm not knocking it. It's just, don't do a crusades. That's basically my thing. Just don't go, killing in the name of, as Rage Against the Machine would say. Um okay, well, I feel like maybe I'll play a song now.
I would love to hear a song of yours and like
Sure.
and give you my undivided attention.
Should I make your face big for when we do it, or should we just do the standard where
I'm yeah,
it's just
I'm just a little I'm here for your entertainment. So you if that'll make you happy, if you think you can sing the whole song like your serious song, I'm sure it's not like a song about like little Jimmy going down to buy ice cream at the ice cream car.
No,
Like
yeah, I don't really have. I have one novelty song that I've ever written, and I can't. I like even if I tried to pull it out of my ass right now, I haven't played it in like 5 years. So, it's
it
about
sounds,
it's about polishing silverware. I used to run this open mic at this restaurant,
mhm.
and I was like, "You're the real heroes, sitting back here polishing silverware and stuff." And then the woman I was talking to about it, she was like, "Yeah, you should write a song about that," and she was doing a bit, but I was like, all right. And so I wrote a song about it. It's not a bad song, but I can't for the life of me remember it. Okay, hold on. I need to adjust microphone stuff. Hey, why don't you tell people where they can find you? The one person who's watching now. Hi, person.
Yeah, one of my professors from college popped on, and then he put a little note in my post, but I can't see who's watching. But it's you can find me at SeanHuntingMorse.bandcamp.com, and then you can also search for Sean Morse or Sean Hunting Morse on YouTube, and there's a lot of old things like when Heather pulled up the co-write that we had done the other day that was deeply memory hold. But there's actually that song I actually put up for her benefit. I put up a how to play this song video as well. So it's the only song that I have on the internet that actually has that up there too. So you can find me there, and then you can also find me on. I do have a Facebook music page, although it's not really up to date in any way, shape, or form. But it's connected to my name, so if you connect with me there, then you'll connect with me for real.
So basically, Google.
Uh, you definitely want to use my name,
Well,
like
yes, no,
the
don't just go
the
to
full name.
google.com.
Yeah, Sean Morse. Sean Morse, even musician.
Yeah.
There's a couple of other guys who are making
Really? So the
making it
hunting
big. Yeah,
is the
yeah,
okay. All
yeah.
right. Um I think I may be in tune. We'll see.
Yeah,
Professional
you can't
here.
really think you're into it, can you?
If you it's the secret. If you think you're in tune enough, then you will be in tune. I think therefore I am. That's what that means, right? I did some college. Oh
Hmm.
man, you were talking about how you're still doing school stuff and that just I mean, I know it's for a good cause, but boy, it sounds like a nightmare to me because I was such a bad student and I just didn't.
Mm,
I barely. I liked history class, but is there homework? Like, do you have to do homework, or is it basically
yeah,
like,
I'm writing a paper a week. Like
oof?
it's not tons of fun. I usually sacrifice at least a day of my weekend to 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 that stuff, but there's also some studying and other stuff during the weeks. But if I was spending this all this time on music, I would be like way more of a musician. But this is for me it's always been, if I have a faith in one thing, it's that if I like work hard enough, then maybe I won't have to be so afraid of like that. Like I have a sort of passed down fear of not having enough money to retire in like a safe way
Yeah,
from my grandparents and from my parents. And so this is my this is like hopefully the last step in that process for feeling like we're going to be okay. And like the amount of privilege that I'm even sitting in right now is just rid- it's really astounding anyway. Even just from like us having moved to Seattle when we did, and purchasing a house, and
yeah,
just basically we're fine, but still I just can't believe it. This is another place where belief comes in. It's like I'm just always going to have to keep working. It's a real fear, and I would probably be working on this with my therapist to try to like just get some acceptance going on that fact that even though I've spent all this time finally like building the career and then also becoming the nurse practitioner, I could get hit by a runaway horse or something, like 3 days after I graduate.
that's
and
the
then I'm
dream.
like not able to like. Then I like
Specifically.
have to,
You know, it's funny. I was going to ask you to repeat the last 15 minutes while I was gone, and I feel like you just
No, he summed it up
summarized
pretty well.
Was that pretty much it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
I apologies. The aforementioned 11-year-old, among other things, is a type 1 diabetic. Had a thing happen. Had to go help. He's okay. But
We'll never
that's-
forgive you. We
shouldn't.
should talk to you for about 10 minutes, and then you showed up right
One
at
would
the end
hope.
where we got to Sean getting
So
run
sad.
over by a reindeer or a horse or something.
Tired pancreas.
Nursing home from his house.
Doesn't do a goddamn thing. That tired pancreas.
Yep. Yeah, shit don't
Go
work.
to therapy, you piece of shit. Do your goddamn job. Come on, pancreas.
That's it's a solid bit of business right there. That's very good. I'm on board. I like it.
All right.
So
I was you caught us in the middle of the transition to me actually playing a song for
Boo.
once in my goddamn life.
boo.
So
He never plays a song on the
very rarely.
stream.
Like it's if I do, it's usually because Chris isn't here yet, and so I'll just play a song while I'm waiting, and then he'll show up, and I'll
get him through his loneliness.
Pretty
One of the strange things about this this live stream is I believe it is a real time reckoning of the two of us dealing with the fact that we're both kind of the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been weird.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
I've never seen us in the same room. That's because
And
we
you'd
live
think it
like
would've-
400 miles apart.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Well, we knew a lot of the same people and still do.
At the same time.
And we're both left-handed, which is also weird because anytime I've ever been in a room with another left-handed guitarist, I immediately go over and talk to them. You're one like you're inconvenienced. How many?
Jules, I thought that your monitor was just turned around. You know, like
Oh, well,
the
that's
thing, like,
also-
was reversed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he turned it around twice.
I turned it around
so
twice.
it's back to
Yeah,
being
so
normal.
It's just regular now.
He picked himself up, dusted himself off, and started all over again.
It's a real spaghetti situation chord-wise over here, but it's
Spaghetti.
worth it, I guess.
Spaghetti. No, it's the worst. I can't stand it.
So, Sean, you were talking about how you can't write a concept album, and it turns out neither can I, because I've been writing one for 7 years, I guess.
He can be
now.
in the process of writing one. He just can't finish
Yeah.
writing one.
I started writing the story for it like halfway through writing my last album. I decided that album would be like a concept album, like a narrative through line, and so it's just like there's a relationship, there's a murder, and then I run away.
I'm sorry. Is the concept that you're not going to finish the album?
Absolutely, Chris. Absolutely, Chrissy. And so then
Thanks, Ahmed.
so then that's not what it's called. That is the platform, the jumping off platform, me running away from the murder for the time space opera that I'm writing right now. So I run away, and then it turns out, I run too far into time travel and a galactic war sort of situation, and I meet Julius Caesar. Maybe I meet one of the Nazi guys or something. It's gonna
Just
be
one of
very
them.
fascist centric, but not.
Well, yeah, that's your
pro.
thing.
That's my whole
well,
thing. It's my deal.
isn't it, though?
Oh, we'd
Isn't
love
it,
to
though?
see it.
love-
It wasn't going to be about, like, fascism and how it's just...
It was always going to be about fascism.
But then it turns out, well, time is a flat circle. So, yeah, it was always going to be about fascism. Anyway, so I'll play the first song from that. It starts out in a bar after I've been running away from my problems. And it's kind of about... Hold on. Pause for effect.
We're pausing. We're pausing for effect. We're pausing. And
Drinking to forget. So this is one of those drinking songs that's not about, like, red cup, red beer, red pickup, red t-shirt.
Red State.
Red State. Hey now.
Red State Cup.
Red State Cup. Red
Are we
Red
writing
Solo
this in real
State.
time?
Yeah. You guys hear that all right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna make me big now. And you are all small. You small men. just gonna.
You look, the closer I get to you, the more you look like Chris. It's just the beard's coming out of your head.
Yeah, it's upside down.
Yeah.
It's we are the reverse of each other. All right. Staring contest with the bottom of my glass, and I don't stand a chance. Stumbled on this place while running from my past. Now you feel like dancing. Follow me home, swallow me home. I can't recall a time I was in control. Fits and starts, I split apart. Wait for the madness to take hold. Oh, I've been through denial. I wade through the anger. I paint on a smile. Make friends with strangers. I tell the memories of you to keep it down. I try to drown you out. Walls are plastered with old traffic signs and dirt. The lighting ain't forgiving. In the former life I tried my hand at chasing skirts. If you call that living. Killing myself, oh, but I'm giving them hell. Convince them all there's still a soul inside this shell. Fits and starts, oh, it splits apart. Another round to do me well. Well, I've been through denial. I wade through the anger. I paint on a smile. Make friends with strangers. I tell the memories of you to keep it down. Now I try to drown you out. I've been through denial, way through the anger. I paint on a smile. Make friends with strangers. I tell the memories of you to keep it down. I try to drown you out. I try to drown you out. I try to drown you out. Hooray!
I really enjoy that song. I have heard that before.
Thank you. I like it. Yeah.
I like that a lot too. I'm
Thank you.
gonna mute myself for just a moment, real quick. I have to tell my daughter something. I'll be right back.
How dare you?
I'm doing
All
it.
right.
None taken.
Yay!
I'm trying to curry favor.
Oh. All right. I assume this means you're about to play something, Chris.
This means tuning.
Tuner. I hardly even know her.
I'll say.
Tuner. What are you? A fish? Tuner. other thing.
Something fishy.
All right.
Yep. You betcha.
So what are you gonna what do you like what do you even like what are you even gonna do?
Well, my guitar goes the wrong way for one thing.
Oh, I was gonna mention it, but I didn't want to offend you. But I guess
Oh, taken. Let's see. Just out of curiosity, is this?
that killed the cat. And that's
I've heard
kinda,
that.
I'm against
Is
animal abuse. Personally.
okay? That is coming through with the. Is that coming through okay?
Yeah.
Better, worse, the same. Better, worse, the same.
Did you do something else?
There's a button.
I can't really tell the difference between the first thing you did and
Well, I have it.
other
I have it plugged in now,
Oh.
and I'm using the plug for the plugging.
Is that a Gibson?
Plug. Yeah, you've seen this guitar.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. If
you know-
you ever make it here, I'll let you try it.
Oh my God! You were supposed to be at my open mic maybe a year ago when you were here.
I was not allowed to go.
Well, that's true, even though you were like 20 minutes away.
Well, we were
But you were eating pizza with a dog or something like that.
at our friends who we hadn't seen in forever.
Sure, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I brought my Gretsch Electromatic for you to play. Hello.
You have company. Sean, I'd be very surprised if you didn't see my 11-year-old when you were at the VOM, because he's doing that stuff. He's always
Yeah, no, he's not camera shy. He loves just hopping on. Yeah.
yeah. And the 13-year-old is like, "Why? He'll say, "Is your camera off?"
No, Emmy, I'm back. I'm back. That's fine. After we're done. So anyway, I know Chrissy, you're like totally ready to go, but I wanted to ask Jules a question.
Okay.
Please
about
do.
this song. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Taken.
So this is a song that you were writing in the context of, you started writing this album and then you decided it was going to be a concept album.
So this was a song that I wrote during the writing of that album that I was talking about.
Yes.
Where it halfway through, I wrote half the songs and I was like, wait, I could string this together to be a story if I just fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
And I intended to put it on that album, but then I didn't really like the way the music sounded, and the only thing I liked were like 2 or 3 lines from it. From that song. So this was in like 2014.
Okay.
And so I just sat on it for like 5 years. And then
Did you
I
rewrite
put
it
out
a little bit.
I put out that other album, and
Uh-huh.
then after I put out the album, I was like, okay, well, I think I want this song that takes place I think I want the next leg of the story to start in this bar. And so then I just sat down and I just rewrote it pretty much from the bare bones, and the staring contest with the bottom of my glass was always there, and that was what I built the whole song around, because that's one of those lines where it's like, well, shit, now I have to write this song.
Yeah, if you have that line, you have no choice but to.
And then another one was like, in another life I'd try my hand at chasing skirts, and I was like, God, man, I hate that I wrote this, because now I have to finish this thing. And then ultimately, what really ties it together, I think, is the chorus changing to the major key.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I mean, denial isn't just a river in Egypt sort of thing. And then that kind of, I love playing with the words. Words are fun when
The words.
when
All
things-
the words.
Yeah.
The question I have for you is, how do you think about, or do you think about, the moment of characters in songs, like discovering things in the songs? Because when I was listening to that song, I felt like that character, because it is sort of like a concept piece.
Yeah, it's definitely a character.
Right. It's a character. This character seems to know everything. Like, there's no surprises.
He thinks he knows everything.
Yeah. So like, was that
That's
That
the
was
thing.
something you were
Yeah.
like thinking about. You were like
So the
making
next
making
the
him sort of
next
cocky and sort of really self-assured.
absolutely. And so the next song is about, in fact, I may play it.
Yeah.
If we get to another song, I'll play it, and it's the beginning. It's a two-parter. The next one is one character talking to another character, and the first and you'll see. But it's a conversation where this guy's like, "Look, man, I got it all figured out, and everything's bad, and I already know that because I've lived a life. I'm in my 20s."
Oh my
That's
God.
where that's
I
where,
so first of all, that reminds me of my "I Want War" song, right? Where it's like one side and the other
That's
side.
such a good one. Oh my
But the
God.
other one, there was this guy, 19-year-old guy, I used to go to an open mic with in Denver. He was young. He was younger than I was, but this was still like 20 years ago. And he ended up like becoming a real big local musician. But I met him like not too long after he'd started playing guitar and writing songs. And he had this song. I still remember the hook of it, so it couldn't have been that bad. But it's called "I Have Seen It All," and he wrote it at 19 years old.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, but was it a good song?
I've seen the mountains. I've seen the peaks. That's what I remember from it.
Okay, never mind. Question withdrawn.
I
Withdrawn.
have seen it all. I gave him so much shit for it for so long. I
Rightfully so.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I can't
like I knew so much more, you know.
Yeah, I can't count the amount of people who, like, when I was like still in my 20s, like late 20s, but still, in my 20s, and these people would come up to me, and they were usually like young ladies, and they would be like, "Well, I'm 21, so," and then I stop listening because they're just like, and it's just like, no, you don't. You don't
See,
though. You can't. You can't.
I have a slightly as the senior member of the group.
Yes, you in the back.
Yes, me. Yeah, I can't make it to the front. I'm too tired.
It's your bones.
Yes, it hurts. It hurts so much. I mean, every young person is the same in their different way, or different in the same way. But I have found the ones with their heads on straight, and there are some of them.
Oh, yeah.
I try not to patronize them because they're living it in real time, and they're as old as they've ever been. This doesn't feel young. This is just where they are.
Right.
And I've known some who aren't actually shitty like that.
Right.
No,
That's a rarity, though. It's
Yeah,
worth
no.
it's worth mentioning it's worth remarking upon when you find those people.
If you don't give up on music entirely, and you eventually interact with them, you will start making younger and younger friends, because the older you get, the thinner the air gets, and the more people fall off.
Yeah.
Yep.
So in whatever, and I'm older than you, Sean. I'm 50. So
Right about it.
So I'm very old. That 50 has not been good. I gotta tell you, it hasn't been good. I would not
Yeah,
recommend.
you haven't. It hasn't been the best.
It
of
hasn't been great,
years.
and Named does not care for me, so you can tell.
Right, but like I
Yeah.
keep him around because he needs this.
He needs
Yeah. He needs to see himself in the
of a charity
He
kid.
needs to see, through a different lens. Yeah.
He needs to
It's
see
funny.
the younger him thriving and surviving.
If you, our mutual friends, we've been playing various versions of shows with them for 20 years. We first played with Ilyemi right after their car accident, and we were
I
talking about
just
that.
heard about.
Yeah, this year. Well, I just heard about it 20 years ago. But yeah, we've known each other for a very
Sick
long
burn.
time.
Sick
He
burn.
got me.
It's a time traveling
He
burn.
fucking got me.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
I
no.
took it right back to what, middle school?
You've been done.
Yeah.
You've been done. There was a bit. Do you guys know who Danny Boy Smith was? He's a professional wrestler. He was one of the British Bulldogs in the WWF
okay.
then.
That
I remember
sounds
the British
familiar.
Bulldogs.
The British Bulldogs.
Yeah. Well, he was the good one. The other one was just a guy who took a bunch of steroids. He did too, but Danny Boy Smith was one of the best, like, technical wrestlers of all time. And he was what they call a true hard man, like he's a guy who could actually screw somebody up. And he used to be the guy who would take people out, and somebody got him one night, like they just laid him out. And he could hear them talking like they went to get the promoter. It's like, Danny Boy's been done. And he was like, fair play, I've been done. Well, Jules, you've been done.
Yeah, I've been done. You got me. Speaking of being done,
Did you want to go home?
You want to get a? I am home, baby. I'm in your home.
Why don't you do the opposite of being done and start?
And start playing a song. Give us a song, lad.
How have you not been here before this, Sean?
It's
Because
really you
fall
slot
right in. You fall right
Yeah.
in. You're doing
Chris,
just fine.
Chris and I were a bit nervous. We were like, "Oh boy, is this gonna work out? He's such a nice man. Is he gonna
we're not,
be okay with
you
our
know?
bullshit?" And it turns out, yeah, you're full of shit
Turns
too.
out
It's
you're-
great.
Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful.
I always just you don't get tons and tons of time to air out your bullshit at the bomb. You know,
Right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
This is a much
not
more
that kind of
long
party.
form, in
Yeah.
depth.
I don't have any songs that like truly represent this aspect, like this lived reality of my
Yeah.
of my personality.
hmm
We're
that's-
here for you, man.
Yeah, we are totally here for you.
Absolutely.
Literally.
Open invitation, by
We
the way.
invited, yeah.
Yeah. Any Friday you have open.
Any
we're
old
here.
time, we're
Yeah.
here. We're here, and obviously we're not doing much. There's
Evidently.
usually a lot more Marvel and Star Wars talk, but otherwise
We got that
this
out
is
of our
pretty much
system
it.
already.
Yeah,
We
did.
figured there
Not
might
that we
not be a lot
can't
of
if it's
crossover.
something that interests
no,
you, but we
there's-
certainly don't have to.
We have a reservoir. It's a deep
Yeah.
reservoir.
I'm more of a Star Trek person. If they're
Interesting.
Love a Star Trek. You seen the new Strange New Worlds? It's good.
I've seen some of it. Yeah,
I've heard great things.
It's good.
it's
good stuff. It's good Star Trek.
it's almost as good as Chrissy's next song.
Heyo, what a
look at you.
God, are
Look
you the
at you.
host? What's going on?
I enjoy
Not
very
me.
much. I enjoy very much how your how great your transitions are, and how you have this little you're very nice, but you also have this little undercurrent of bullying. I like it. You just keep coming back
You
to
fit.
it.
You fit in.
You fit just fine, man.
Yeah.
You're always welcome. Just don't talk to me when you come next time. Is that coming through at all?
That's good. That's
Is
good.
it good?
Do you want to
Good.
say anything about the song? Do you want to wait till after to talk about the song?
This is a song.
What a fucking insight.
You can it may or may not be about my utter terror in trying to be around people again after the shutdown.
I know this one.
And it's become more of a thing due to a medical thing that we'll probably talk about in a bit because it tends to come up.
And there is a segment card for it, so yeah.
There is a segment card
If it
for it.
comes up for more than 4 hours, go to the emergency room.
Or yeah, and tell everybody there.
You know, honestly, that is a well-trodden line, but the fact that a nurse said it makes it just a little better.
There's
It's
some
like
heft.
because I brought
Some
up
heft to
diabetes,
it.
you started talking pancreas. You know, it's like a comedian.
I'm in board prep right now, baby. I've
Yeah.
got a neuron for every single one of those little references.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Okay, this is a song about the terror of being around people again, and it goes like this. Wondering if anyone's there, almost turning back. Worry about the overshare. Open up a crack. Takes a little time to get right. So many things change. If it's just another good night, isn't only strain. Falling all over ourselves for the last time. Every eye is off to something, don't know where to look. If it's only ever one thing, are you off the hook? Falling all over ourselves for the last time. And they're waiting there just like you. Some were safe, some didn't know what to do. Some listened to the wrong things or thought I had to trust. But the ones who made it through are just wondering if anyone's there, almost turning back. Worried about the overshare, open up a crack. Falling all over ourselves for the last time. Falling all Thank you.
You're welcome. And you mentioned this already, but like, I don't know that Sean knows your relationship with your solo stuff and how recent it is
Oh,
that you've
yeah.
been like kind of
Yeah.
regularly writing for yourself.
Yeah,
because
briefly.
you and
Yeah.
the girl,
The
hold
girl.
on.
Girl reference.
It's we
Hashtag.
we need to point out when we reference the girl. Where is it?
I can't answer that.
I'm sorry, I have so many of
You
these.
do. Named, you're doing great.
Thanks.
Nobody,
Thanks. I feel good. Everything's good.
Sean, to follow up on what he was saying, I met my girl in '98 when I joined her Hopkins band, and that band didn't work out, but we did, and she was my singer regularly until we moved to Erie about 7 years ago. She got really busy. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so I started writing
He's a
songs
kept man.
for me. It's wonderful.
Hey man, I ain't shade. No shade.
And no shade. But
Except the sweet shade of the tree. That,
Yes, yes.
the sweet shade of the tree, I didn't have to buy. 'Cause I'm
Exactly.
just rub my belly.
I just water the tree, baby.
Yes, yes, with my indifference. But I had never really played solo at all. And if you go back, actually, if you watch not last week's Live from the Lair, but the week before, they came to our house and we did one here. Because it turns out if you have enough bad shit happen to you, Ilyemi will drive 400 miles to see you. But no,
On
they
the way back
yeah.
from the
yes,
Midwest.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, Rob and Joylee knew each other in high school, so they've college, so they've known each other longer than I've known her. And this year's 25 years we've been together. But we started a band together called The Honest Mistakes. We did a bunch of stuff. Then we moved here and we did some, but then we didn't. And then some things happened. And we're doing like 2 things this summer, but we don't do a whole lot. So yeah, I only started singing because I had to. I
And
never
like
really did
that's how I know you musically. Like,
Isn't that
I know
weird?
It's,
Yeah.
it's so weird, because like Chris and I met via the VOM, back in the times when you couldn't go outside because
Yes.
under threat of death, which is still a thing now, but like the government is like,
Nope,
just
not a
go.
thing anymore.
Just go
It's
outside.
not a thing anymore.
It's fine. Just go outside now.
Apparently, on the 19th, our hospital system's going to go mask optional.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. That's almost as cool as when the airlines decided in the middle of the day, no more masks. You don't have to wear a mask. But then
Sure.
the flight crew announced it in mid-flight. Like, oh my god! And this was like right after I had bought a ticket to go to California. It was
Sure.
just so
An
good.
aching in your heart.
Fucking really great. Anyway,
You know what I do for that if I'm worried about the mask thing? I go
don't
to the
go outside.
No, I go to the grocery store. No, that one's easy. But I go to the grocery store and I go to the pharmacy and I look at the pharmacist. If the pharmacist has a mask on, I run the fuck out and I get a mask.
Yeah.
Because the pharmacists are the ones who are on it.
Yeah,
That has
well,
been my experience.
And my experience is the pharmacist always masked up every time.
Yeah, not here.
Well, you
But-
live in a strange, might we even say eerie place.
No, Named, I don't think we're going to
He
say
lives
that.
in Erie, Pennsylvania.
I do. I live in, or as I call it,
Not,
almost
not
Canada.
here in Indiana.
No, let me say
no,
it once again.
Well, Sean, I know it's been an hour, and I know that's the normal length of time for this sort of thing for
Yeah.
normal people. We like to go feature length for
Yeah.
for our thing.
Wait, I didn't get to answer.
I booked the evening, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I haven't.
I didn't.
Magnificent. Okay.
Wonderful. I didn't get to finish answering.
Yeah.
Answering.
No,
the
you're
answering
done.
Thing. Oh, okay, cool.
No, okay.
Named.
Chris, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just fine. I'm backing away.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything.
Back here now.
Untumbled jewels. Go sit in the tumbler for another 3 days.
Wow. Tell the truth, Jules. Have you ever gotten that one before?
Never. sure. That's amazing. Oh my God!
God damn it, Sean!
I
You
know
are
a lot of
always
crystal
welcome
people,
here. Did we
and-
say this out loud?
Oh my
'Cause
God! Just so
that
good.
was beautiful. Okay, so there was this wrestler named Danny Boy Smith.
No, Chris. We've done this one already. Go
Have we?
forward. Yeah,
Someone-
go like
Okay.
15
I
minutes
think,
forward.
Yeah, actually, because it felt like you brought it full circle when you said "been done." Like you've been done by
yeah.
it.
Yeah, you've been done. He'd been done. You asked me a question, and it has gone out of my head, and I apologize, Mr. Morse.
No, I think that Named was
Yeah.
talking about how he only knew you from writing.
Oh, yeah,
just
no,
starting
but-
to write songs,
but-
and then we took a little bit of a circuitous
Yeah,
route through this.
yeah, it was most circuitous.
Which is
I
very
didn't-
uncharacteristic for this.
Yeah, normally
program,
straight line,
by the way.
all the time.
Stream,
But-
yeah.
Yeah. We've had a lovely list of medical issues befall us, and I this last one around for me, I say I'm not agoraphobic, but I do see the appeal of just not going anywhere. I found out in January a friend got a little too excited and hugged me, picked me up and shook me, and I felt a crack, and it turned out I got a broken rib. And then I got checked for that, and it turns out the reason for that is because I have crumbly old lady bones. So, and they're like, that's not supposed to hurt. I'm like, well, fucking well, yeah. Oh yeah. He makes jokes about it because he got his dust pass.
I got my
Don't
dust
shake,
pass.
don't shake the Chrissy.
Yeah, don't shake the Chrissy. Yeah, so that all happened. Actually, it's the osteoarthritis that's the painful part. But at least it's mostly in my spine. So
Nobody
just
uses that.
Yeah, I ain't using it for shit. Yeah. So as
Did
far
they
as
tag
like
it? Do they tag a good reason? Did they, I'm sure they've looked at a bunch of different things.
well, apparently you can't be like really good at being a vegan and not do any supplements whatsoever because that's bad. But there appears to be a percentage of bummer. Just bummer. That's like
Well, you're
like
50,
there are people
so
who
fucking
drop
we
dead.
Here it
say
is.
idiopathic, and you sort of like have to just speed right by the idiot participle there.
Yeah, I think but it's like that. And to be honest, that's kind of my feeling on it. It's like that other shit happened, and also bummer. Like
Well, this is your
just-
life now.
It turns out,
So you're doing all the good things now, right?
I eat
He's
more
eating
cheese
cheese.
than exists.
So
And it
cheese
turns
time,
out-
make sure that your wife is like doing like the walk on your back, like with like someone very light, and then they like push cheese into your spine that way.
I mean, there's a thought.
Yeah, just get those cheese like Crocs, but made of cheese, and then
Yeah.
just walk that.
The
into your
really
back.
strange thing is, I after like, got it broken, scared, a lot of pain. Well, being a healthcare professional, broken rib takes 4 to 8 weeks to heal for a usual person, 3 months. So so I spent a lot of time like this.
Yeah.
And when we had friends over, they're like, so why don't you go do a thing? I don't understand why don't you go do a thing. I'm like, well, I had my eggshell cracked. Like, what do you mean? It's like I had a broken rib for 3 months. It tends to make you flinchy.
yeah.
Real
So
Humpty Dumpty situation.
it is, and the fun thing is to find out that you're technically a fall risk. Now, balance is fine. I don't have any problems. But if I do fall down, I'm going to start carrying a shovel so somebody could just pick me up. So basically, the fact that I make it outside at all is impressive because it went through the whole like I didn't go do things on my own because my lovely wife and I are what's the word
Married.
codependent.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
we-
married.
And we were sure.
I mean, that's legally codependent.
I've known plenty of married people who are not codependent. They
This
take
is true.
separate everything, but we were not that. Work
Like,
together,
like
live
Tim
together,
Burton and what's her
kidded
name?
together. Yeah, exactly.
What's her name? The one
I don't know
from
what we're
all the
talking about.
movies all
don't
the
know.
Tim Burton movies.
I have no answers.
What's her
Helena
name?
Bonham Carter.
That's the one. City on Fire and Sweeney Todd. Sorry.
That was very strange. CJ.
Arms for a desperate woman.
I mean, come on.
Which,
Okay,
wait,
you got
which
the
show
you,
are you doing? Wait,
you
which
got the
show were you
part.
doing?
And that's the same character, Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, it's Sweeney Todd.
I don't know Sweeney Todd well. I like it.
It's pretty good. There's some lumpy bits, which is like most
There's lumpy
Sondheim
stuff in every Sondheim show.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
lie to
yeah.
yourselves. Yeah.
And
Company. It's got some lumpy shit, obviously written by somebody who had never been in a real relationship. No, he
No.
admitted. No, he
Yeah.
admitted I watched a great doc on him, and he admitted he wanted to write this thing about married people, and he didn't know anything about it, so he called a friend, asked him about it, and took notes. And
Wow.
some of it feels like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the true story. But yeah, so that helped stuff with the thing and the stuff and the thing. So that song took on more resonance later because this was like after COVID. Well, after COVID, but
After
trying to
we
get
stopped
back around
paying
people
attention
again.
to it,
And
Yeah.
now this happened. So I was like, shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I'm sure nothing else will come up that'll make you feel that way again.
Although the 11-year-old did make a point of walking me every day because my doctor was like, well, you need to do weight-bearing exercise. You need to do this. It's like, I'm scared I'm going to trip over and have to be picked up with a shovel. You'll need another answer. She's like, walking? I'm like, I can do that. And so he walks me every day, and it helps a lot. So,
Well, that's very sweet.
yeah, he loves me. Don't tell him.
When's
He
your
doesn't
next DEXA?
Oh, you do know the things. It's going to be a minute. I have to. My doctor got on with the endocrinologist.
What was your T score? Minus what?
I can look it up.
He would Chris would send me like health stats.
So they do like
when he
they
would
do
get
it
back.
they do it in the they do it like at the iliac crest, and they do it in the femoral head of the density of the bone in those like a couple of places.
They do three. They do three.
Yeah.
And the worst of it is in the spine.
Minus.
I have to find the numbers because it was it's osteopenia in one of them.
Oh, okay.
And yeah,
So
and
below like above negative 2.4 or something.
Yes, exactly. And na 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 na. This has got to be fascinating for you. I can
So
look
good.
at.
I love it.
Can I interest you in perhaps playing us a song, and I will pull
Yeah,
up
sure.
that number for you?
I'll play
Okay.
some.
Can we link it to a segment, or should we save that?
Oh, I know. I like this idea. You can play whatever you want to play, obviously, but we have a segment about if you've written a song that you think is something special,
Yeah.
and it hasn't really gotten the response you think it deserves. And the name of the segment is "Where's My Goddamn Parade?"
Turns out it's in the mail. Your parade's in the mail.
The good thing about me is my ego is healthy enough that I give myself parades for my
There
songs.
you go.
So I like my songs usually more than anyone else does, and I also really like my own voice just for singing stuff.
Dude, your
so
voice
do
and
we.
your songs
You're
are
in good
wonderful,
company
so-
because we like both of those things too.
Yeah, very much. We agree. We agree with these choices.
We have a quorum on that. Well,
Let's see.
I
You know-
do have to go to the bathroom, and I feel really bad.
Why don't you go to the bathroom and I'll talk with Chrissy about some stuff.
Do that.
Yeah, do that.
And I'll boot
Dude,
myself from the stream.
You should. Oh, this is going to be so much better. Hey, Sean. Now we can really talk. So anyway, osteopenia. Yeah, I learned all kinds of things that I didn't want to learn. It was kind of like having a car. Like you learn about the serpentine belt.
It's like you've only ever had new cars, and now all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, I have a used car now.
Yeah, that you learn things you didn't want to know. Yeah. Let's see. Your DEXA bone scan results are consistent with osteoporosis. The scores of bone density degradation are most marked in the lumbar, spine, and femur. Let's see. Oh, I have them. Okay, let's see. Lumbar, spine, T-score negative 3.5, Z-score negative 3.1.
Yep.
Left femur, neck negative 2.8, z-score negative 2.1. Left femur, t-score negative 2, z-score negative 1.7. And then left radius, t-score negative zero point 0.9.
Yep.
So there you have it. Yep, spine, hip, forearm. Gotcha.
Do they send you to any like special therapy for strengthening those areas where your osteopenia is the worst? Like
Not.
like the best way to go about it, or is it very just general information?
It's general information. I'm supposed to be getting the shots eventually, and it'll be, depending on which one it is, it's between 18 and 24 months of shots, one a day. So that's the treatment for.
Hit me with your best shot. Watch you hit me with your best shot.
I didn't know that was your song, Sean.
Hit me with your best shot. Fire away.
Ow, 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 ow.
You come on with a needle. Don't fight fair. Please, please don't poke me there.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my God, when they had to do like the scan, and like you have to lean over like this for a while, I was just like, I'm going back to bed. It was, and not being able to. That's the weird one. Have you ever broken a rib there, Sean?
No, I've never broken a rib. I've broken a pinky. I've broken like a little toe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't broken
Yeah.
big things.
Be glad, because you basically kind of feel like you're being stabbed in the lung, and
We have a lot of, for the cardiac surgeries, we've seen a lot of patients. They do their sternotomies, right? And it's a little bit like that, where they're like, I just don't want to breathe, and I certainly don't want to cough.
yeah, coughing was awful, and the things they tell you, and you know this, they tell you have to make sure to inflate your lungs regularly and fully so that you don't get pneumonia and you don't get a collapsed lung. And I'm like, fuck me. That's. So, Sean, do you have a "Where's My Goddamn Parade" song?
The closest you have to and something you feel is underappreciated. Chris and I, being narcissists, definitely have those. So
No, utterly ignored narcissists.
Oh, right. Of course.
Yes.
We're no Elon Musk, where we can just buy Twitter and be like, look at me, I'm cool, right? And everybody's like, I guess I'm leaving Twitter.
There are. Let me look one more place, because I'm not very good at remembering a lot of my songs anymore.
I don't know the words to. You are among friends, because I over here have this gigantic notebook.
Yeah. I only play about 10 of my songs because that's all I remember.
And there's a picture there that the 11-year-old drew of me.
Oh, hold on, bud. Hold on. Let's just get you full screen. Okay. That tracks. That's you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally me. He's gotten better. He wants to draw a new one. He's like, I'm so much better than that now. I'm like, but I like that.
I had someone come to my Sean. This is a canon for the VOM and for this stream too. I run a Thursday night open mic at a restaurant here.
Yeah, but it doesn't count now because Rob has his in Ellicott
Well, this
City.
is all part of the open mic wars. You don't need to be dragged into this. But someone shows up occasionally and draws people, like does little sketches while they're on stage. And,
like they certainly don't draw people, like bring people to the open mic.
Well, if they saw this, I will try to show it. But it's not gonna show up very well because of the lighting. Hold on. Maybe
I blame the lighter.
Hold on. Maybe one of these. If one of these is on,
Nope.
Can you see that?
I see sketches.
Yeah, look at that.
So that's Kate right here.
I see some shading.
And that's and then there's me in the corner. That's me in the corner. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I can see it.
She's so good, and I've always wanted to ask her, for it, but like it seems intrusive. But no, she just, instead of tipping me, which I tell people to give me money because it's technically my job, and I literally say give me money, and it works. But she dropped this in the tip jar, and I was I want to frame it.
That's pretty great.
Yeah,
That's pretty great.
it's rad. So
So Mr. Morse, do you have a song that you would say, even with your healthy ego, which I don't understand?
that doesn't make any sense to me.
no.
Those two words.
I know
don't,
those words
Yeah.
together. They're like when you put a magnet,
I'll-
like the
I'll-
butt in a magnet.
Yeah.
I'll say this about this song. This one is a little bit. I try to say a lot of important, like one of the things I have hard doing in my songs is sort of being sensual and being horny.
I mean, I think you're doing great.
And
We're
like,
turned
and
on,
you just, but in a way that just feels sort of adult and lived in and just like true and not too weird. And so like that's something that I've tried to address in this song. So I want to sing it to you guys.
Oh, I have an answer song already, which makes me happy.
It's Hello Earl by the Dixie Chicks. All right. So this is called There Will Be. A common feeling holds me close, and there you are, mulling over how to do the thing. The fog sails in, and there you are, close but never close enough. Sleep is calling me, and there you'll be. A sight for sore eyes, you'll say to me, let me in. We'll play some old songs till it's 4 a.m. Old friends, let me in. Remember how we used to touch, caressing bodily, and there we'll be. Tangled hair, aurora borealis, dancing flames on my horizon. And all I know is you ask and I say yes. We are where bygones go to be bygone. Spent years gathering up the reasons why it's not to be, just to toss them all aside along with our pride. It's not to be. Embers floating, touching down, lighter what are we? There will be. Breath steaming from our open mouths, our own heat. You're wearing mazes that I've figured out what it's all about, our own heat. You're part of a pair most rare. You've made a coat of me, and there will be. Tangled hair, aurora borealis, dancing flames on my horizon. And all I know is you ask and I say yes, 'cause we are where bygones go to be bygone. Cinnamon hot chocolate, cherry schnapps, warm inside. Cuddled up, a pair of wayward souls, heart of gold, warm inside. We've dodged the raindrops, beat the floods, lighter now are we, and there will be, there will be, there will be, there will be.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
That one was kind of stuppy,
I,
kind
I,
of
you know,
kind of bangty bang.
yeah, I think it's hornier than any song I've ever written, and I've tried. And
Yeah. You've made a coat of me.
I got one of those. But yeah.
now, did you say Aurora Borealis, like Ouroboros and Aurora Borealis? Was it like Ouroborea, or was it just
No, it's just sort of the way it comes out.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
that would be the next level.
That's
It's just tangled hair, Aurora Borealis.
okay. 'Cause it-
Tangled hair,
Oh.
Aurora Borealis.
okay.
Um,
Well, it's gorgeous, but we're not
That's
here
like
to. We're
wonderful.
despite what the song may want you to do, we're not here to suck you off, Sean. So-
I thought you guys really appreciate
Speak for yourself, Named.
this is like Rob and Heather like fan fiction. Like they get back together after having they like play some old songs. We play like it's 4
Oh,
a.m.
man.
old friends.
Oh
man, do you
fun
ship them,
fact-
Sean?
No, I do not. But when I knew them, I think that
Were they still together?
it was either they were or they had just split.
Because
It was
then
it was a long time ago.
that would have been around when we spent some time with him. Because fun fact, after the breakup, Rob spent a lot of quality time on our couch. So yeah,
Just because he wanted to hang out.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's it.
If you
That
can
must
if
have
you
been
can clock it to when they did their first like West Coast like middle of the like over to Colorado tour, because that's when I met them, and it was the first time they'd gone out that far.
Gotcha.
And so anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, I always feel a little weird about the cinnamon hot chocolate cherry schnapps line,
It's a
but
great line.
it like really takes me back to like in
Who's
in like
is
in,
that
in
you
the,
dinging like that, Named?
yeah
No, it's
no
not
it's
me.
me actually. It's
Oh.
someone sending me texts and it's coming through on my messenger app.
Ah.
I've hired out my children to sit in a lemonade stand tomorrow for a garage sale, and
That's
That's what they're for.
fantastic.
they're like, we can send a car, and I'm like, no, I'll make them walk.
I like it. I like every part about it. It was yeah, that's good.
Oh
That's
man.
good squishy right there.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So I
No,
don't know,
that-
like it's
I
like,
like the specificity of it.
yeah, it's a real, like the chorus is just, I really like the chorus a lot, like just for singing and for like just sort of emoting out and like really singing out. And it's like sort of jazzy kind of tangled hair, Aurora Borealis.
Mm-hmm.
So
But,
what do you have like a writing style? I don't mean like
like how I
aesthetically.
write?
I mean like how you write, like the process.
Where do you
like,
get your ideas?
where
Sean?
who are your guys?
What's your process? No, but I am curious. What
But,
is
like,
the
do you
process? I'd like to know that.
Do you do music first? Do you do lyrics first? Do you do like do you
Do they
come
all
up
come
with
together?
do you do a hook and then you build a song around that? Because I'm all over the place. Like typically I do the music first and then I'll find words to put to it.
I never ever do it that way.
Really?
I mean, I would say very rarely do I do that. Usually will write a first verse, and then I get far enough into the song, and then I will start trying to sing it, and see how it sings, and then but it will even probably be before I write the chorus. I'm like trying to get music and lyrics together before I hit the chorus. And then what usually happens is like I don't have a real good idea about what the song's to be about. So like the transition into the second verse is like I'm like, oh, like is this idea like what am I gonna keep talking about? You know, it's sort of why I asked you about the like what's the what is the character realizing in this song? You know,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
um, because you know sometimes like they know everything that's going to happen, and sometimes it's an act of discovery. But I do it that way. I also do some songwriting exercises. I think I mentioned like a translitic where you take a language that you can read but don't understand, and then basically take it. It's like if it says like, you know, I think I have an example in this thing that I have open here. So like, um, oh, I definitely have. Let me open one so I can sort of like read you something that like came together to form something. So like, it's something that's like in written in like Swedish or something, and it says "Fader du meg icke og heller icke den oppriest armen for mitt hurtern skilled castet," and then like you turn that into "Father, you magic cog healer icke Denver price tarmac," and then that turns into "Further your magic through feeling icky then prize harm," and then "Further your magic more," and then it turns into "Further your magic through feeling is prize." And this is the song you guys have heard that um, under your magic, the it was the one about Mary Magdalene. the
Uh-huh.
the under her magic, her smile, her praise, armed with a shovel adrift at the seas. So like that's it's sort of like co-writing with a stranger by using the seeding information from this sort of non it's like a non-intellect source, like it's being washed so many times it's gonna you can I got it from a songwriting
Fascinating.
I got it from a songwriting camp that I went to down in West Texas. That that's like also like a sort of a method that I think that um, I know Bowie did cut up methods, but I feel like
He
there's some
did the William Burroughs. He did the
yeah, there's
William Burroughs.
some other people who do this kind of what's called translitic. So, like translitic is the technique called. And then I also like rarely I do cut ups. The "I Want War" was a cut up. Um,
Oh, that's a good one.
so I like that one. But yeah, but like when I go to like oh like that one was really like the thing I got out of it was like the first two or three lines, even after I like generated a whole poem of cut up stuff. Like it
Hmm.
was like Queen Henriette who was the big who had volcanic anger or something, and then it just triggered like the whole cascade of the song. Um, but but
Yeah,
yeah,
that
I like that way. It usually takes it takes a couple of days to write a song in that way for me because I
I'd
you sort
imagine.
of
The distillation process.
yeah
Yeah.
it's just filtering it through it. You know I think the most I've ever filtered is like seven or eight. Sometimes I've just done three or four. But usually like if you give it a day or two, then you sort of forget what you were thinking and what are those things that come to you really easily, and like actually like go back through it and I'm like fader sort of like helleriki den uppförte hell lick then offer or tea, like you know, and then you just like write that down, right, and then you sort of forget about it for a day, and then you go back and it sort of mushes together. You sort of like just mush it around a little bit more until it starts to turn into a sentence or something that's like
So
the
is it
phrase
like
that start to emerge.
is it working in the back of your mind, do you think? Or is it
No,
just
I
that's
really just
okay,
do it, and
that's
I really
wild.
just do it in the moment, and
Oh my
I just
god.
really like actually I have to put it in my mouth. It's almost like co-writing with my mouth.
Hey
I'm
now,
like
watch yourself.
yeah, like
Oh, I think he's doing just
air
fine. You shut up.
jagiki, air jagiki far, air hair jug, um, IKEA fair ogs. Like you know, like I'm like, and but the thing about it is not saying no. Just
Right.
like let that come out. You know, it's ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything. But
Hmm.
IKEA. maybe become I see you in the next verse, like when you're saying it, and then it starts to, and then that gets juxtaposed with something else that's there, and then it starts to really stack up and sort of take you from from one place to another, in a way that like feels sort of floaty and artful and really, um, uh, like a real varied kind of lyricscape, I suppose.
That is, I'm so glad I asked that question because that's like
That was a hell of an answer.
that's I mean just yeah, I write the music and then
Uh-huh.
I put some words in there maybe.
Hey, little balls. Don't put yourself down.
Low balls.
Well, you heard it here first, guys.
Low
That's my
balls.
name now.
I don't know. Tumble Jules. You know that.
Who tumbled Jules?
Little
Who tumbled
balls.
Jules?
Yes.
No, like
It's
no,
my
but
rap name, Lil Balls.
I mean, there's the people do it so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're talking about words. If you like words, like
Mm-hmm.
you like words, like you profess to like words, little balls.
I like words.
Yeah, then I
I
think
also
you
like words.
probably
Shut up.
you guys would probably
Sorry.
enjoy this, and if you guys wanted to do this again, where we actually do this together on the stream,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like much less interesting for people to watch, but it's like the
Oh,
time
this
that
would
we
be
actually
great for us, though.
get
Perfect.
together and actually do it.
I would love
And then
that.
yeah, we
Yes.
could like do it. We could do it, and then we could stretch it out over like 4 or 5 different sessions. And
Yes. The answer is yes.
Yes.
yeah,
A
and then,
thousand
like,
times
just, like,
yes.
As soon
just
as you
put-
said
and just
you
put
had
it
us at
aside.
4 or 5 sessions where you're going to be there.
Yeah.
You have no idea how happy we are that
We're
you're here.
sluts for this.
Yes, totally. I had the differences about songwriting form. I think it songwriting has a strange amount in common with stand-up comedy, in that the advice that pros give to noobs about comedy, they're like, what do I do? How do I do it? And they're like,
Just
you
do it.
just start
You
doing
just do it.
You just
And
get up and
you'll
do
be
it.
bad, and then
Yeah.
you won't.
And like in songwriting, it's like you start writing them.
Yeah.
However you get there, you start writing
I
them.
have
And
2 books
Yeah.
full of like 200 songs that I will never ever play. I'll go back and look, and I'll be like, this fucking guy.
I remember going back. I remember when I hit like a good song. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay, so try to
Shit,
do that.
all right.
Just don't write
And-
bad songs.
And I had and Jules and I have very different processes because he's working on this thing.
Homework. It's homework.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's homework. And I have a facility for writing fairly quickly. My problem is finding the need for there ever to be another song ever. Because there's really a lot of songs.
This is a thing we
fuck!
Yeah.
talk about.
I mean, who fucking cares about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Like seriously,
That's the mindset
like-
you have to be
yeah,
in.
like,
But that's not
I
the
mean-
resting position for
and
either
well,
of us.
like so I'll jump in to forcefully say one. Really, that is not for you. That's not a thought for you to think. Like I just watched Ratatouille, right?
Ratatouille.
You know, and
You
like,
mean
and
Raccacoonie?
and the like the Pixar one, right? And there's a line from the critic right at the end of it
Mhm.
that reminds me of this is like, critics don't. The only time that critics really ever risk anything is when they champion something new.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they don't risk anything. So if they're not championing you, then they're not serving any like real purpose. And if you are not championing you, then you're not serving yourself any purpose. So literally, you just make the thing,
Mhm.
and then you like love it or you hate it, right? I've seen things from songwriting things that talk about, you're really really good and you're writing songs a lot, and about 10% of your songs are going to be like really good.
Mhm.
And that's a number that you can say, if you're right on your technique, you're right on your songcraft, you know how to pull it together, you know how to do it, you're still only going to hit it about 10% of the time.
Yeah, well, that's like the screenwriting thing. That's like
Mhm.
10%, 90% of everything you do is garbage. So
That's
what
why
you
you
have
have
to do,
writers' rooms.
well, no, you have to make the pile bigger,
Right.
so that
Mm-hmm.
10%
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
Right.
percentage-wise is bigger.
If you're one person and you're cranking out 10% per script, that is unacceptable to Hollywood. But like, you know, if you have a room full of like 15 equally talented writers and they're each pumping out 10% hits, you're gonna get a good script. You know.
You get enough things, enough
But
like
we shouldn't pay those writers, by the way.
No,
They're
absolutely
wrong
not.
for striking and they're just greedy.
Yeah, sure. They don't deserve to be paid.
Sorry, I'm
But
letting my true colors show here.
He is. He's also a fascist.
I am
just
a
so you know.
fascist. Yeah.
No, I went through a weird thing in like 2020. Since I moved here to Erie and like 7 years ago, I've written over 200 songs, and it's been weird.
Yeah,
it's a
ridiculous.
lot. It's a lot.
It's yeah.
It, like I told you, I can't do other stuff. That's just the thing I can do.
Yeah, you backed
But,
yourself
like,
into this corner. Yeah.
But I have like, for a while there, it's like, I was like, ooh, 38 songs, ooh, 14 songs. And like 2019 was 27 songs. And I'm like, that's pretty good. And then 2020, I feel like something happened. And basically, we were
No,
here
we're
doing
fine. Everything's
this.
fine.
And I was in like the VOM. And then on Wednesday night, I did one out of St. Louis. And I wrote 42 songs in 2020. And then in 2021, I wrote 45 songs. And then in 2022, I retired. I wrote 10 songs. I'm like, I need a fucking break.
Yeah.
And then I did FALM this last year, and that was interesting. I got
what?
February album writing month.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, I did it the one time because normally I fucking hate homework. Like I would do a bunch of those songs.
Oh, that's why you said that about Jules.
Well, that is my characterization of it, because it does feel like homework at this point, because I have the story beats plotted out and I know what I'm supposed to write, and so I put baby in a corner myself. I put my own baby in a corner. Nobody's supposed to do that, but I did it to me.
Yellow balls.
Hey.
But they would do like they would do
stick, by the way.
yeah. Oh, it's gonna stick.
It's
sticky
little balls.
Sticky little balls.
Sticky little balls.
Sticky little balls. Someone put sticky little baby in the corner, and he like
we've got a
all
hot
over.
16
a diaper fell
from
off,
sticky little
and then he
balls.
decided to sit up, and he's just covered in paint. Just like sticky little painty balls.
Oh my god! Did we say you're welcome anytime? Because you definitely are.
I'm pretty sure that came up. The more abusive you become, the more we appreciate
we love
you.
you. It's Stockholm syndrome.
No, they were doing the Stockholm Up in My Dome. That's what I did every time I listened to the song Stockholm by Jason Isbell. As opposed to Stockholm Let Me Go Home, it's Stockholm Up in My Dome.
That's pretty good.
Well, anyway, Chris,
I do it again.
I guess to be just totally like to be like totally supportive. I think that
don't do that. I get confused.
No, yeah. So to be totally supportive, I think that you should
Kill yourself.
write what you
Fuck off.
want. What you should write if you want to write, and if you believe like that expressing yourself and learning about yourself and becoming more of an person, which is a big part of songwriting for me, is sort of processing through different things in a sort of a subconscious manner, and then like looking back and sort of seeing how things have floated up a bit. So it has a utility for me that's separate from what I do for the things. But if you want to put quality into the world, then you have the time, you have the muse. It sounds like is a wonderful gift. And you also you have the throughput to actually like generate that 10% of good stuff that's gonna come together.
I think there are times I think I was born in the wrong decade, because at a different time I would have been a Tin Pan Alley hack, because I could do that. I did that thing for a while. It's like write a song a day, and like I did that. When this leads into the dirty song that I was going to play. I know that we're
No,
jumping.
do it. You go.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's great.
So I had that where, and I want to say it was 20 songs in 19 days because I did it a couple of times, and
And
I'm like,
we were talking about, we were corresponding about it, and I was telling him he's a crazy person. I also have a once and former bandmate, Zach Parkman, who does this thing where he does a song a week every 2 years. So he'll just like, so in the past, I want to say 6 years, he's written 150 songs,
yeah,
just perfunctorily, and like, I don't think that
Yeah.
I don't think the turnaround is 10%. I think it's like at least 25% of those songs are like, oh fuck.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I genuinely like looking at it. Again, they keep coming up the crossover, but I sent Heather a list of songs once, and she's like, "Do you have a letter rating for those? Do you grade your songs?" I'm like, of course I do. Like I know which ones are better than others, and I'm like, and the if you ever follow baseball, where they talk about a ceiling on a player, where they're not sure about his ceiling, but he's got a high floor,
Yeah.
meaning
Like a
at
pelvic
worst
floor.
he'll be all right. Well, yeah, got to keep it strong, but he'll be pretty good. Like this guy is definitely going to be like a fourth outfielder, or he's going to be like a back of the rotation starter.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I feel like I have a high floor. You know, like they're usually like I understand the form well enough and the way I work within it that it goes okay. And it's also very strange because I'm one of those weirdos who it only works out when I do it. And some of them are good and some of them are and some of them are pretty goddamn good. But I don't get to decide. It's like there's
Right.
if I wasn't going to play the dirty song, I'd play the hit. Because just like you don't get to decide, the hit is Driveway.
Right.
I have a song called Driveway that
Which
people
I
know.
like.
I've heard it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Well, then I
it's
won't play it
it's
again.
it's good. It's catchy. It is not top 10 for my songs that I like of yours.
I am sorry. I'm sorry I let you down. But I didn't say I necessarily liked it that much.
No, I
just
know.
that
We've
I think
again,
it's-
we've
yeah,
talked about this
uh-huh.
on this stream.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I'm pretty good at what I do. But the impetus for it was funny because it was in the VOM stuff, and everybody was writing these angry political screeds, just all this specific shit. I'm like, this isn't gonna age at all. And I'm just like, I miss my friend. I'd like to see my friend.
wasn't it about the friend
Yeah,
that broke
it's
you
about the friend
like
who broke my rib.
bat?
Yeah, and she was in my house when we did the live stream. She's referred to. She's a lovely girl named Emma, and everybody back home is like, "You got your rib broken by a girl?" And everybody here is like, "No, Emma, I can see it." And she's like, country strong, it's a lovely girl, lovely girl.
Good stock.
Yeah,
Country
yeah,
Strong.
yeah.
That sounds like a movie that I would watch like in the background.
It
when
is
I
a
was,
movie.
when I was
Yeah.
with
is that Country Strong?
Jeff Bridges and
Yeah, I think you're right.
and what's her name? Oh,
See, I thought it was
she's
River
so great.
Phoenix.
Jessie something. She's Irish.
Eisenberg.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. Okay, Chris, play a fucking song, you dipshit.
Okay, so
All right, this is sexy right now, right?
this is well, yeah.
The gain on your guitar is a bit up. If you could just like crank the volume down a hair, not too
Country
much.
Strong features Gwyneth Paltrow. Is that who you're talking about?
It's Gwyneth Paltrow. It's either
Leighton Meester.
oh no, there's a maybe I'm
Leighton
thinking of a
Meester
different
Keister.
thing.
Leighton Meester Keister.
Oh boy. Hey, Adam Brody's getting some of that Leighton Meester Keister. They're married.
Terry Minton. Kelly Sutton.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Reporter,
of a
reporter number 6.
That's
Oh
what it
yeah.
is.
I saw Samantha Mathis is in Billions, and she doesn't look like I remembered her looking at all.
Elena Grace.
Well, keep going.
Katie Groshong.
Oh, Katie.
Megan
Getting her
Henderson-
Groshon.
Megan Henderson. She plays Megan Henderson.
Bloody
What are
mega.
the odds?
Bloody mega.
I guess 100%.
All right,
All right.
do the thing.
That is not the song. So this is before Driveway existed. This was the hit, and I knew it was the hit because I had a glorious night at a now defunct bar in Erie, where the entire bar. It was after midnight. Everybody was pretty well lubricated, and they were all singing along with it. And the way I introduced it in adult situations is this is a song about fucking. something else on your mind. A book you read, some keys you couldn't find. Maybe you don't see what's in front of you. Maybe I'm not being clear about what we do. Maybe you needed gift wrap, shiny and new. I know you worry, dear, but you're gonna have to trust me here. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, you'll see. Baby, come on, it's easy if you're free. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. Hope I didn't shock you too bad. Subtlety has never been my bag. Maybe you need to hear it another time. Maybe you think it must be a hill to climb. Missing out on all this would be a crime. I know you have a past, but I'm not talking about love to last. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, you'll see. Baby, come on, it's easy if you're free. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. I know you must have questions. I know the baggage you bring, but did I fail to mention it's a sure thing? Maybe you wanna hold on just for now. Don't wanna risk our friendship anyhow. That's how you feel, you can say so. No one says you can't call a cab, but oh, before you do, there's another way this could go. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on, you'll see. Baby, come on, it's easy if you're free. Baby, come on, come on, come on, come on to me. To me. Thanks.
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Yay.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, the dick.
Exactly. Man, with every word you say, you are more and more of a fit here.
Are you trying to ingratiate yourself? Like, is this a honeypot? Is that what's happening?
I was just trying to fit in your hole.
You're doing great.
You said I fit.
Oh my
You do
God!
fit.
We have to let everybody know that, like, contrary to the VOM, It's that kind of show.
It is that kind of show. Yeah, I'm
is.
afraid it is. But yeah, that one. It became very clear very quickly that was the hit.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the ones that I've had friends go, "Can you send me the changes that I really want to cover that?" And we have some friends here who are another like singer songwriter duo, and they well, like a husband wife duo, and they covered it. And I'm like, "You're playing my song?" It's like, "Yep, we played it every show." I'm like, "Yep," and it's like, and we say it's yours every time. I'm like, "Good, thank you,
Okay.
thank you very much."
I assume my check and parade are in the mail.
Where is my goddamn hurry? Where is it?
It's yeah, Chris, like when you come down here, like you need to give. I would love to do a live from the lair where I just sit in and noodle around on guitar with your songs. Like
That would be a lot of fun.
it would be great. Like because I've recently I've started playing with people again, which is
Should we watch the things we say? Because I saw a small person run through. We could keep it
That's
PG
okay.
while she's nearby.
It's okay. She's asking for it. What? Listen,
Danger Zone.
I will answer your question tomorrow.
Danger, high voltage.
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a song from Jules, aka Lil Balls?
My 9-year-old thinks that's super fun.
It is.
That's 'cause it is.
It's because it's very funny, and 9-year-olds.
And you know what? It always stays funny.
It always will be funny.
If we do this again, Sean, and your 9-year-old wants to come, I'll bring my 11-year-old out.
Oh boy,
because he'll be
never
he'll be
forget.
entertained. Never forget. He has a couple of songs he's written. They're pretty good.
Oh,
No,
He
wow.
understands form. He sings in tune. He understands form.
That's
He
all
had
you
a
need,
couple
really.
of lines that made me laugh out loud, genuinely. Not like an "oh, that's cute," like a, like the catch you off guard.
Yeah, an involuntary snarf.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best kind.
Snarf.
Snarf, snarf, snarf.
Slowly.
Thunder, 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 cats.
Slowly, catchy monkey. Sean, you are armed. Would you like to play a song? I
I
don't
thought we're
have
getting
to.
julesed.
But
we were getting
Jules
Jules.
is that doing?
Oh, that's inevitable. Like again, narcissism. So we're
Although-
doing me.
I
There
do
will be
have. Oh
pairs.
yeah, we are.
I sometimes just go for walks with my guitar. So
Do you really?
yeah,
Okay, no, that is not true.
I learned to play guitar like sort of like walking around. So
Okay,
because I
that
wanted
is
to like
not
be
true.
able
That
to
is
feel like
not
to
true.
like integrate it with the singing and
So,
the playing and the stuff.
We're getting
I was like,
someone in the background who is dissenting.
Yeah.
Dissenting opinion
getting
on
a
this.
And he was
dissenting
not
opinion.
alive when this happened.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm guessing. I'm guessing he didn't learn to play guitar in his 40s. I don't think.
I guitar in
I don't
my
think that's the
my
case.
knees. And when I was
You were old.
doing that, I was only hoping that one day I would
You
have
were old.
I would have a little daughter who
Gives you that hard of a time.
who
Who knows
always
grammar?
brought her lunchbox into the kitchen when she comes home from school so that I could empty it out and clean it and be ready for the next day.
She's like, do the work,
I
do
know.
it.
That's
the
what you're
job.
there for, though. You know.
I could play a song, but
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna play at least one more song.
I have my Jules. I have my Jules request. Locked
You have it
and
locked
loaded.
and loaded. Okay.
Do I get to tell you what it is?
You can tell me it now. Yeah.
Yeah. Your James Bond theme.
Okay, I'll do that.
That's a real
Yeah,
good
yeah.
song.
I wrote a Bond song when Skyfall was coming out. When Skyfall got announced, and
Does it go Skyfall?
yeah. Oh, you've heard it. I gave it to Adele, and I
Yeah.
never seen any residuals from it. That's why I don't use Spotify or anything because I never got anything from that. No,
Ask-
that
an
that
answer.
movie was coming out, and I was like, what's a cool genre of song? James Bond. Because
Yeah.
that's legitimately a genre of music. I mean, it's
It
just
is.
that 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 dissent.
Mhm.
It's just
There's
that.
there's a great doc just on the music of 007.
Oh, I know. It's in my queue on Prime.
It's fantastic. It's worth your time. You'll never watch it.
I'll never watch it. No, I'm watching Justified right now. It's good.
Oh, Raylan.
Raylan. Will
Such
Raylan.
a great show. Oh my
Hey
god.
there, Raylan.
So good.
If I have a kid, I'm gonna name him Raylan.
So Jules, would you like to play your Bond song now, or do you
Sure,
want me to
sure,
play it?
why not?
Yeah, why don't you go do it?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of time.
Okay, goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, well then I'll just play one more.
Oh man, fitting right in like a puzzle piece.
You really, I almost feel a little bad for you.
Yeah, like what's your mental state that you're so good at fitting in here?
Well,
Yeah, just
I
fine.
mean, it's a real kind of it's a catch-22 to be an interesting person and trying to work in professional environments.
Yes.
Yes. Hence me not working in professional environments.
Yes, and
Am I
hence
saying
me
I'm
being-
interesting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm
I
just
like-
saying
I like.
Wave to us. Oh, Sean, are you leaving? I see you waving. Question in the back.
Yes, you, sir. Yes, with the lumpy arm. Yeah. Hey, stop hitting yourself.
Oh,
Stop it. Stop hitting yourself.
That's all my 13-year-old wants to do.
You'll never take me alive!
He'll never take me alive.
Wow.
That's okay. I'll wait till you're dead anyway. It'll be easier to catch.
Never.
Just like the chicken over at Grandma's friend's house today. Miss Sharon's last chicken died. Yeah, I had to pick it up with a shovel.
We have chickens? Oh, well,
No.
dead
No.
chickens.
One of my mom was house sitting.
Former chickens. Former chickens.
Yeah, my mom was house sitting and there was a chicken died.
I feel like does Dylan still have the chicken coop? No, since they moved over to Seattle. So Dylan
There's a
and-
man who lives a life of danger.
Hey,
Well,
man.
that's Secret Asian Man.
Yeah,
That's
he's a secret Asian.
Secret Asian, yes.
yes. Yes, and
Yes, and improv.
Secret Asian man. He's walking around with nunchucks.
I was gonna say like he's beating the rice with nunchucks. Yeah.
throwing
Okay.
star, dang, dang, dang.
Alrighty, I'm muting myself.
Okay, let's see if I remember the words and the chords. That's the only hurdle I have for this song. All right.
It goes James Bond, James Bond. Yeah, James
Jimmy
Bond.
Bond, 7 James Bond at Casino Royale. Anyway, this is called Never Send Flowers, which is a title of a Bond novel, and I just stole it. I just straight up stole the title from a Bond novel. I don't think it's one of the Fleming ones. I think it's one of the ones his son
It's
wrote.
post
or some
Fleming?
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
post Fleming. Yeah, Ian Fleming, notoriously cool guy. Don't look him up. Just don't.
Just
don't.
don't go
Just
like
don't.
that.
Don't.
Still
Elon
enjoy the
Musk-
music of Kid Rock? Well,
Yeah,
you
exactly,
deserve it.
exactly. All right.
Ba to to ba.
Topang.
Topanga?
Yes, Topanga from
A canyon.
from Full House.
From a canyon.
Yep.
Boy Meets World.
James Bond, James
Oh no,
Bond.
I know. It's like Elaine from Friends. That's not the show she's from. Yeah. No. We all know this. You were wrong to trust me when I told you that I cared. 'Cause now I've left you dusty. The secrets that you shared. Try as you may want to, you will never find. My memory will haunt you, 'cause it's all that's left behind. Stay cold, alone. No one can know my soul. So cold, alone. No one can know my soul. This number has become my only home. So don't try to fight it now. You're going down tonight. By the time you know my name, well, it's far too late to run and hide and make it out alive. Bushy. I'll block a punch with a woman, I don't care. I'm bloody Scottish.
Push the man.
What did she say?
She said push the man, but I don't know what she means. That was really, really a heck of a thing. That's
Thank
really
you.
Cool. It's just grand. It's grand and epic.
Yeah. So the reason I haven't recorded it yet is because I feel like I can't do it justice unless I put a whole orchestra behind it.
It might need an orchestra.
Yeah.
Although it sounds pretty great that way. I appreciate it.
It's either gonna be just solo guitar and then maybe some ebow over top of it, or
I enjoyed when you really started feeling it and you got like extra loud and you're like, I should probably leave the room.
I should lean back. I should pull a Tazon Day and lean away from the mic. Yeah.
I don't know who that is. I've let you down.
Chocolate Rain.
Yeah.
Chocolate Rain. Squeeby dubby dooby dooby dubs.
Is this something that was on the internet?
It was an early meme.
Oh.
It wasn't even a meme. It was just a thing.
Is it like badger, 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 badger?
Sure. Yeah. Yes. And improv.
Yes, and no, it wasn't.
Sean, you got a song?
Emmy just said, adults know memes. You do learn something every day.
Yes. Adults do know memes. I was there for some of the first memes, sadly. Yes.
Like Nyan Cat, the most prehistoric meme ever.
Nope. Keyboard Cat predates Nyan Cat.
Nyan Cat. Wow.
Keyboard Cat.
No, she does not know keyboard
Look up
cat.
Keyboard Cat.
We'll look up. Why don't you go look up keyboard?
Yeah, look up Keyboard Cat.
Okay, I'll use my,
It's a thing.
There you go.
Back
She's
before,
looking it up.
back in my day, we didn't know to call them memes. They were just popular things on
They
the
were just
internet.
stuff. Hey, did you see this thing?
You see thing on internet? Did you see Gersberm's girl?
Did you Irma Gur?
Irma Gersberms. That's a meme.
Yeah.
All right, Sean, what you got for us? Please relieve the two people.
So what are you guys in the mood for?
I mean,
to play one of
your
songs?
last song got us in the mood for whatever you want.
Do you have anything post-coital? No?
Yeah. Do you have a cigarette version of a song?
I have a.
You have anything about smoking and regret? Do you?
I have a song. I have a song about that.
I'll play you like the. It's like what I call is like the saddest song in the world.
That's what my song is gonna be that I'm gonna play next. So,
Good.
all right,
So
Chris,
any
line up your bummer.
My
Yeah. How will you pick?
Jules,
I was right.
what were you right about?
I knew it. Keyboard Cat. Oh, Dad.
Is Nyan Cat before Keyboard Cat? Am I wrong?
No, she's doing something. Emmy,
Okay.
I would like you to go downstairs.
Okay, because if I have
I'm
to
telling
leave
you.
if I have to leave my own live stream, that would be I'd do it.
Hilarious.
Wrong.
So
one of the things that you guys, so one of the music things I do. This is not that song. I'm gonna do you a little bit of like a snippet of a song that I would play live for dancers. Where I used to play like sort of solo acoustic for swing and blues dancing.
What the fuck?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who are you?
Hey there, little bunny, you're in luck. I got a new little bunny for you to fuck. So go, go, little bunny, and fuck, 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 fuck. What's wrong, little bunny? You need a sign? Just hop on up and take her from behind. So go, go, little bunny, and fuck, 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 fuck. 'Cause I'm so cute and horny, and I could prove them both right now. But I can't wait until the next exchange comes to town. So I'm going to Seattle, 'cause I heard the girls there love to fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a concept in journalism known as burying the lead, where you take the most important thing, you put it just down the bottom. You should have opened with that. Hi, I'm Sean. Fuck, 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 fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. You are so right for this.
Oh my god. That's perfect.
That was wonderful.
Oh my god.
So that's not the whole song, but I wanted to share that with you since we were talking about like your sing-along thing, because like I get like like 200 300 dancers just like sort of like dancing and singing and having a good time, and it's like a sing-along one too.
Yeah, you just have to know one word. you scream
A really
it at
important
any
one.
time, and it's 50% chance of hitting.
All right, but the sad song I was going to do.
Yes, please
Because
bum us out.
My music is sort of forget the other word for it. I guess bipolar. In this way is.
While you're finding that, I'm going to step away to pee and grab a beverage.
How
I will be listening.
very dare you?
I will, though, listen on the YouTube.
All right, we get a viewer.
Yep.
I'm sure it's not me.
I'm not sure of anything.
We're currently at 0. We were at a steady 2 for about an hour, which is
I am logged in, so I could make comments over there.
okay.
So it may just be me.
Okay, I'll throw this one in and then I'll go. Joylene was asking me about this, and she's like, "Have you guys considered trying to monetize it in some way?" And I laughed and
That's
laughed
hilarious.
and laughed.
She's so cute. That's so nice of her.
I mean, yeah.
All right, go to the bathroom, come back, and I'll play a song.
You can play it now. I'm gonna take phone and sing.
He has a mobile setup, so he can hear it. But if you want to talk about the song, and
You can do that.
Okay, yeah, go to the bathroom.
please go to the bathroom. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good. He's gone. Oh boy.
Finally, I'm all alone. Go and pee with my phone. There's nobody here. Nobody knows. It's just me and my pee and my phone. Ooh, ooh, mm, ooh, mm. Certainly the whole internet isn't following me and my pee and my phone. I have finally found a way to be truly alone. Just my pee and my phone. Will I wash my hands? I don't know. Just me and my pee, me and my pee and my phone. Me and my pee, me and my pee and my phone.
I mean, that was a very sad song because we never find out if he washes his hands.
No matter.
That is magnificent. Oh my god.
No, I have not seen your phone up here.
Maybe it's in the toilet.
Yeah, maybe it's in the toilet.
Who knows, man?
There's no way my phone will ever.
I'm so old. I need toilet paper. Even if I just pee, or I dribble all over.
Amen, brother. That hit too close to home.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if your home is like in your bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's my office. Yeah. You can't see, but back here it's a toilet. Yeah. It's
All right. Maybe he's going number 2. I'll go.
No, he's back. He's back now.
Oh, is he back? Oh,
Here he comes.
hey, Chris.
See, look at him. Here, let's make him big screen. Let's shame him. Let's shame and blame.
I'm looking for a little bit of shininess on his hands. Certainly, he's not going to drink without having washed his hands.
Hey. Oh, well, there it is. He's showing a little skin. Nice.
He wouldn't be willing to lick his own hand if he hadn't washed them. Would he? Would he?
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know that he can hear us. I don't think he can at this point. Okay, it's a good.
You don't know
thing.
what I'm into.
Oh shit! God damn it! Oh man. Okay. Well, we hope you enjoyed
Gotta put my in-ears on.
the theme from Chris Piss.
Chrissy P and phone.
Chrissy P phone.
Chrissy P phone.
See, I think you should change
Thursdays
it.
on CBS.
Thursdays on CBS. I think you should change it to Chris E.
All right.
I heard the P song.
Yeah. Well, it was for you.
I know it was.
It's all for you, Damien.
It's all
All
for
right.
me.
Here's a sad song.
Please.
made some choices, I burned some bridges. Didn't think I'd have to defend the way it all went down. But family's different. You owe them something. Be it honesty or lying to their face. 'Cause I am not the man you hoped I'd be when you finished raising me, and I'd left a trail of broken bones and empty town. There's nothing so strong, my love can't tear it down. My mother tried to raise me right as she could, but you can't change the part that's destiny. The path untaken, the faith unshaken. Go the other way if you're looking for me, 'cause I am not the man you hoped I'd be when you finished raising me, and I've left a trail of broken bones and empty towns. There's nothing so strong, my love can't tear it down. And she were a gentle flower, swaying in the summer breeze. The sunset seemed like foreshadowing, 'cause there was not much to her, not kissed by fire, just a skin and disbelief at who she loved. 'Cause I am not the man she hoped I'd be when she started loving me, and I've left a trail of broken bones and empty town. There's nothing so strong, my love, nothing so strong, my love, nothing so strong, my love can't burn it down.
Absolutely. You're coughing from the smoke of your love burning it down.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
burned some love with burning love balls.
Yeah, with your little love balls.
No, your
Your
low
little
balls.
hunk of burning love balls. They're gonna
Absolutely.
Oh,
Oh my god.
so this is a 3-man show now, right?
Absolutely. I mean,
Yes.
that's what I've been thinking the whole time. I'm just like,
Oh
okay,
my
so
God.
you're our third chair, right?
Sean, yeah, you're third chair. You've already
Yeah.
you're there one night. And
I also have a really sad song about things burning and such and disappointment. But again, it's been 2.5 hours, and this is a lot of time. And I know you both have families, and I just have Justified to watch. So I'm good to go for a full Irishman, where we do 3 hours and 26 minutes at the very least.
And it looks really weird when we try
And it
to
looks
look
really
young.
weird. Then the de-aging is really strange, and everybody's wearing platform shoes because no one's as tall as their character is supposed to be. But we could also end it here. That would be fine. If
I don't get to play my sad fucking song.
I would like for both
I'd
of us
like
to
you
play our
both
sad
to play-
fucking songs,
I'd
asshole.
like you both to play songs. Why
Okay.
don't you?
Sean, are you
play
good?
one
We're
more
just
song?
making sure.
We're just making sure, like
we don't
want to
burn you out on the
been
first
a
one.
minch, like
Yeah,
you are.
you've been great.
Like
wonderful.
I mean, we couldn't ask who. As
Who could
Judge
ask for
Gershwin-
anything more?
As Judge Gershwin said from the musical, I was Eugene Fodor in Crazy for You. Who could ask for anything more?
To be fair, George said ding 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 ding. Ira said, "Who could ask for anything more?"
His wife Ira, which I thought for years.
Did
was
you
like,
really?
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's
absolutely.
dumb.
I knew nothing about. I'm
Jules,
not,
that's dumb.
I don't
Jules,
know from. I don't know from
Jules,
Jewish.
Jules, that was dumb.
It was dumb. Sorry, sorry.
It's
Daddy.
okay. I'm only half offended.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, yeah. Chris, play your sad song.
So which sad song am I playing, Jules?
The sad one. Yeah, that's like which self-deprecating song am I playing? Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I've got a few of those too. I think I know which one. Oops.
Oh, Chris,
Yeah.
before we get to it,
Yeah.
your guitar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, and I'm just gonna make it. It's backwards. Did you know that?
I just like taking my beard and putting it here.
Would that I could. Would that I could. Must be nice having facial hair that can grow out. I'll show. You know what? I'm gonna make me big for a second. I'm just gonna get as close as I can to the.
That counts as
camera.
facial hair.
Yeah, but this has been 3 years in the making, and I haven't shaved.
Has it really taken 3 years?
Oh yeah, for all this, that's 3 years. Yeah.
Well, you know, I had a lousy beard at one point, but I also had hair, so.
Right. But also, you were probably younger than me.
Yes.
I'm Jesus age, by the way, everybody.
Yes, you are.
Now we know how old everybody is.
Is this coming through as a guitar?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's it was a bit peaky for your first song, but
Did it
but
blind
the
you?
Good heavens, Mrs. Nakamoto. I was blinded with science.
Blinded with peeking.
Yes. Yes.
Sean wants nothing to do with this. He's muted himself. We understand.
I think
Okie blinders.
peak pokey
Perky.
fucking blinders, man.
I can't see a goddamn thing.
Is that a show worth watching? Because I'm
Yes,
not.
absolutely.
Is it?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm on-
The fourth season has real fifth season of Justified vibes,
No.
but the rest of the show is like on par with Justified, and it's
There
only
was-
6 episodes per season. So you're
There
good.
was a run there where we just talked about Justified.
yeah, and
Like really a lot. Because
yeah.
god
So-
damn it,
so
that
much,
show.
so much, so
show.
so much show. That,
Raylan.
well,
Raylan Given.
well, Raylan.
Raylan.
All right.
Okay.
Play a
so
fucking song.
I think I found the sad song to play. I'm poison in so many ways. don't get too close. You'll be off balance for days, and still better off than most. No matter what you've heard, that's probably true. I'm giving this one last warning to you, though I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm poison to all living things. If you didn't know, it walks, it swims, it does something with wings. It's sure to go. No matter what you've heard, that's probably true. I'm giving this one last warning to you, though I'm not here to tell you what to do. You'd better not think you'll be the one to make it go away, as if you're the first to have that idea. They're all disillusioned and gray. I'm poison and that's how it is. Can't change my mind. Just look at all the destruction I cause. It's not hard to find. No matter what you've heard, that's probably true. I'm giving this one last warning to you, though I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm poison in so many ways.
It's good.
Thanks.
Yep. It's one of the good ones.
Thanks.
And hey, Chris,
Poison in
you're
so
one of the good
many
ones.
ways.
Aw,
I'm just
I like
saying
it.
that.
I like it when Sean sings it a lot better.
No, it sounds sweet.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I feel good about that one.
It's
But
like
yeah, that's
it's like definitely like sirens. Like, listen to how sweetly I sing this song about how I'm gonna fucking destroy you.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Come up, climb up on my rocks.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your rocks off.
Come up on my
As you
little
get
little
rocked.
balls. Come up on my
Little
little
balls.
jewels. Climb up on my
Julesy,
little jewels.
you know,
Julesy,
and
Julesy.
they're regular sized. I must say,
Julesy.
it's not the size of the balls,
Yeah, it
but
is.
the motion of
Totally
the
the
balls.
size.
It's the shininess.
It's the
for how long you've
shininess
been
and
trying to grow
how
hair
much
on them.
Botox you pumped in there.
Yeah.
Like the Dave Chappelle bit. May he rest in piss.
Remember when he was a comedian?
Remember when he was funny and he wasn't
yeah.
just like, oh, people are complaining. Piece of shit.
You know,
Anyway,
Attell was in your town recently.
Dave Attell?
Or yeah, nearby.
Oh.
Yeah. Friends of mine were like at the whatever thing with him and Kreischer and some other people. And I'm
Oh,
like,
fucking Kreischer's so
and
good.
I'm
He toured with Gareth Reynolds, a fan favorite. And by fan
Right on.
favorite, I mean I'm a fan of him.
yeah, he's very funny.
Yeah, he's very funny. His stand-up is fine.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Most people I find very funny, his stand-up is okay. I think Paul F. Tompkins is maybe the exception.
Paul F. Tompkins.
Paul F. Tompkins and John
Are you-
Mulaney, I
wait,
think.
Sean, are you a
comedy person?
Are you a
Sean?
commodity person?
A little bit. I guess I wouldn't say that I'm a comedy person.
I'm
in
more
the
of
way
a
that you guys.
I'm more of a podcasty. I don't really go in for stand up as
I
of
love
late.
the form so much.
Yeah. I think it's too cloying. I find it like, oh, look at
Well,
me, which
so
is
are
wild
songs.
because of who are
Yeah,
because of
so are
what my
songs.
profession is.
Yeah, like they're not that far apart.
No, that's
know?
why I like the Maisel show, is because
Mm-hmm.
it's it shows what it's like to be a performer who is really like their career is predicated on people liking what they do and their
You know,
personality and
I
not
have to
just
say-
like the form.
I'm at the point now where I'm pretty well set on things about entertainment.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
I feel you. I feel you.
there's a lot of tail eating there. You know, it's like, guys, I get it.
Aurora Borealis.
Yes,
Auroras.
Aurora.
Snake eating snake.
Ouroboros borealis.
Aurora Borealis. There's something there.
Barleycorn. John Barleycorn must die.
Well, anyways,
I think I hit the target. No, wait, they weren't called Target. Never mind. Never mind. It's that band Steve Winwood was in with Dave Mason.
I
Traffic.
think Walmart.
Traffic.
Oh, sorry.
Oh wait, headphones? Is it getting that bad? Well, I'm afraid we're out of time.
Okay, well, good night, everybody. See now, Sean.
You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
no,
hear
we're-
us okay?
Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's just fine. Chris is just coming up to go to sleep, and since I'm done singing, that's cool.
I'm sorry.
But no, but
I
you don't
get
have to be
sleepy
quiet because we put you in the
sometimes.
headphones.
I get sleepy.
Oh, see, that's the joke. is
Oh,
that
somebody's coming
Chris
in to go to sleep.
is you,
Chris.
but also there's a Chris that lives in your house that is.
You have a Chris? I have a
that
Chris
isn't
too.
Chris Eric. No, but that's you. You don't get to say.
No. No, my eldest is named Chris. He's just not a junior. Different middle names.
Oh, I
CJ.
like that. My dad is named after my dad's dad, but my dad's dad is a fucking asshole, so he doesn't go by Junior.
Yeah. Mine
So,
is
yeah.
mine is Christopher James. His middle name is from my dad, who was not an
Oh.
asshole. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
My dad's
Yeah.
not an asshole either. Sean, your dad, cool? Not cool?
And you're oh, I see. Now I understand. That's been it since you put it in chat. I won't bring it up.
There it is.
Right. There it
Okay.
is. There it is. Well, you know, we could rap. It's
So I don't get to play my song.
what it depends on what song it is.
Okay, he says
Uh,
he's ready for one more song.
Sean
We'll do it.
still won't talk to us. But oh wait, is that person going to bed like in the room you're in? So
It would seem so.
oh, let's shut it down.
we can stop.
Let's shut it down. Let's shut it down.
Are you sure?
No, I don't.
Let's do this to fade out, Sean. I'm gonna throw your stuff up
Yeah.
right here. We're just gonna have that while I play, and we can just have the three of us vibing out.
Yeah.
We don't have to make me big. I don't care.
It's so great that thank you for being here with Ssnotwasscall.
I'm big balls now.
You be big. No, you be big balls one day. You're not big balls now.
I will
This is-
aspire to be the big balls that I see in the world. Right? Be the
Scene,
big ball.
may I call you Scene? This has been lovely having you here.
And we beat Avengers Infinity War, which is
Yeah, but we're not making Endgame.
oh no, we're not doing an end game. We're gonna end right before end game.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my saddest song I've ever written. It was the first song I wrote after a year of not writing, which in hindsight seems really cute. Oh, I haven't written for a year, and it's like, okay, have you met COVID? But no, I went through like a really shitty breakup, and I was again in my 20s, so I didn't know what the fuck suffering was. But I thought I did, and so I wrote this song because I found out that my ex started smoking cigarettes, and it was like, did you know I'm allergic to that? Don't. Oh, so
And cheese.
and cheese.
Was she smoking cheese cigarettes?
She was smoking
oh
them-
shit!
She was smoking on that cheese. Yeah. I don't rap.
That didn't work out.
It's fine.
No, wasn't fine. We need to go back to it.
Yeah, smoke cheddar. See,
cheddar.
Oh my God.
Oh, Sean, every day and every way.
From the rafters. Gouda.
Like you're so much
Gouda.
better when you smoke that cheddar.
Get it at Gouda. I get it at Gouda. All right. Oh, and this is around the time I started listening to Jason Isbell, so I was like, I'll try to write one of his songs.
I've got one of those too. We should have done that bit.
Next time.
Not now. Next time, not now. So do we get to talk over this?
No,
or-
motherfucker, shut the fuck
But
up.
you said we were doing the fade
I can
out.
mute you. I can boot you from the stream.
I mean, this seems... It seems
Hostile?
excessive, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, guy.
Yeah. Muting.
Well, I am divided, severed and shamed. Well, I can't keep quiet, and I won't complain. But I need some shelter, somewhere to keep safe. 'Cause you blew through town, you burned it all down, and you washed it away. You burned through hearts like cigarettes, held to your flame till there's nothing left. Remains of days fading away, and I'm stuck chasing sunsets. Slumbering soundly, grinding my teeth. Was lost when you found me, learning to breathe. I was so blind to stubborn to see. One bite out of you is too much to chew, but you tasted so sweet. And you burn through hearts just like cigarettes, held to your flame till there's nothing left. Remains of days fading away, and I'm stuck chasing sunsets. Ooh. I'm chasing sunsets. So I don't get my hopes up. They can't take the fall. study my half cup. Consider it all. One day I might find it, but the order is tall. Courage to trust ain't something you just buy in a mall. And you burn through hearts just like cigarettes, held to your flame till there's nothing left. Remains of days fading away, and I'm stuck chasing sunsets.
Clap, 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 clap.
Bye, everybody.